Something's fishy in the town of Otari. Underground, large stores of fish have gone missing. The town guard can't help, and the fishers can't fight. Otari needs heroes, and our adventurers heed the call.
My name is Carmella Cecilia Romonda DeLeon, daughter of Armando and Reina DeLeon. I trust you've already heard of them.
I'm gonna keep looking for beauty and love all over the world. It may not be obvious at first, but I'll find it.
I wanted to be like the heroes and legends that I grew up reading about. To stand up for those who cannot stand for themselves.
Farm life isn't without its obstacles. Where there is life, there is also death, and the cycle that repeats between the two.
Do our adventurers have what it takes to face the Menace Under Otari?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Pathfinder. Although, today, we're trying something different. We're actually going to be trying the Pathfinder 2nd Edition Beginner Box. But I can't play by myself, I'm only one person, I need more players. So I invited the usual group once again. First, we'll go ahead and start with Will.
Once again, back is the Incredible. Hello, everybody. This is Will. Thank you for inviting me to come play the game.
Absolutely. Along with Will, I need the assistance of my illustrious younger brother, Smiter.
Hey everybody, I couldn't not be a part of this. He's in my living room.
I am looking at him right now. And as well as we got, of course, the consummate giggler, Beeno, as well.
What an introduction. Hi, everybody. I'm Beeno. I'm very happy to be back. I love playing with all of you guys, so I'm very, very happy I keep getting invited back for some reason.
Yay! It's because you're awesome. But you're not the only awesome person that we brought. We also brought Katherine.
Hello there. I am very excited to play and very grateful for the support as I transition from 5th edition to Pathfinder 2nd edition.
We're here for you. Thank
Support
you.
in typical time.
Thank you.
So brave. So brave.
So brave.
So brave.
But for the purposes of this, I wanted to make sure to let the viewers know we are playing the Beginner Box. It is a teaching tool to teach people how to play 2nd edition Pathfinder. I've been running it a couple of times with some other groups, partly because I'm still learning the system, and all my players here are still learning the system. 2 of them have not tried it yet. The other 2 have given it a go for a little bit. So there are going to maybe some starts and stops here and there, but that's because we're learning. I'm going to be trying to run the system as closely as it is to the book itself. As such, there might not be a whole lot of roleplay in this. However, if the players do want to continue to roleplay anyway, they're more than welcome to.
Okay, if.
If.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
Well, our group isn't super into roleplay,
No,
I know. Especially after our last one-shot.
No, of
Definitely
course
not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
You're making
Here
my
for the
heart
map.
hurt right now. You're making my heart hurt.
All right, well, take it away, dude.
Alrighty. So, we begin our little adventure in the small town of Otari. The small seaside town of Otari is known for its fresh fish and skilled sailors. But above all, it is a big logging town, providing valuable wood to the nearby metropolis of Absalom. Word has begun to spread around Otari that there is a problem down at the Otari fishery. Some are saying that some sort of beast is lurking in the basement, feeding on the stores of salted fish. Folks are worried that whatever is eating the fish might get hungry enough to eat the fishers next. You all have received a letter from Tamily Tandervale, the owner of the fishery. Inside is a desperate plea for help. With the town guard busy protecting the loggers, she needs a few brave souls to venture down into the basement of her warehouse and put an end to the beast that's feasting on her fish. Do you have the courage to face the Menace Under Otari?
Dun dun.
Dun dun dun. So first things first, I'm gonna have everybody introduce your characters. What do your characters look like? Maybe like a brief synopsis of their personality if you want.
Okay.
Smiter seems to be eager to go.
I was just going to ask, you want us to enter the map and do that at the same time?
No. We'll do the map here in a second.
Okay. So I'm going to be playing Carmella. For anybody else that has seen other episodes, you know what she's all about. But for those of you that don't know her, you know that she is very well kept. She is a true lady of the South, where it doesn't exist right now, but that's okay. She has deep red hair, bright green eyes, and a dark complexion to her skin. Some would describe as mocha if that was not overused. But she also has a long, one of my favorite things, her long red jacket, akin to a gunslinger's duster. And she has a wide brim dark red hat as well.
Alrighty. Along with Carmella is traveling a newer companion of hers, Harbinger. Harbinger, describe what you look.
Harbinger is a very large mountain of a man. He casts a large shadow, but he has a heart of gold. He has learned from his master Ma to be the defender of those who cannot defend for themselves, where he used to be a man of war. He is now a fighter for peace and a monk.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
Very cool. Walking alongside Harbinger, heading towards the fishery currently, is actually two smaller individuals, one of them being a halfling and what appears to be a goat. Sabine, please describe what your character looks like.
Yes, so Sabine is a hillock halfling. She is small in stature with the classic halfling features, freckled skin, curly hair. She's in kind of patchworked clothing that both speaks to her resourcefulness and also one of her hobbies. Growing up on a ranch, she is really good at putting things together and keeping things growing and going. Next to her is her companion, Surefoot, her goat and best friend.
Alrighty. And alongside the final member of the group, walking around, probably strumming a guitar, is young Beeno. Beeno, please describe what you look like.
Beeno is the most average looking out of everyone, I'd imagine. A very short girl. Taller than Sabine, but still rather short. Beautiful hand-woven dress that her mother had made for her in a light blue, and her hair, very fluffy, very brunette, tied up in a very messy bun, with her guitar wrapped around her back as she walks.
Mm-hmm. And as the group of you head down to the fishery, you guys had the opportunity to talk with Miss Tamily Tendervale about the situation. She kind of explains to you that the fish have been going missing, and it's large portions of fish. She doesn't know where they're going, but there seems to be some evidence of something taking them. And she wants you to find out what it is that's causing the missing fish in her stores. And she leads you down into the basement of the fishery, which we are going to go ahead and have a look at now. I have you guys all positioned there at the bottom, but perfect. Feel free to rearrange yourselves in any order that you would like. They're on the steps coming down into the cellar.
Okay.
And while you guys are figuring that out, I'll read this out to you. The stairs leading into the basement of the Otari fishery creak with age as you make your way downstairs to find the beast that has been eating all the fish. In the center of the room, between stone pillars holding up the fishery overhead, are barrels filled with salted fish. 2 of these barrels have been smashed open, spilling the contents on the floor. In the east wall is a large hole opening into darkness. Just a few hours ago, you had gathered with other adventurers in the office of Tamily Tendervale, where she offered you 10 gold pieces each if you could put an end to this menace. She was thrilled when you agreed to help her with the simple task, but as you make your way downstairs, you can't help but wonder if this might be a lot more adventure than you had bargained for. Now, everybody, if you want to, what do you guys want to do? You guys each can do a thing.
What is the thing that I want to do?
What is the thing you would like to do as you come down in the fishery?
I look around and obviously we see the large hole, but can I look at the rest of the room, kind of see if there's any, I don't know, clues or footprints or...
Sure, go ahead and place yourself wherever it is that you want to be in the room. Just try to avoid that big hole in the side if you could.
You're going to want to unpause the game for
Oh,
us.
excuse me. Also, what time of day are we starting here, guys? You guys can tell me and I'll set the clock.
Carmella would elect for 9 o'clock.
Yeah, 9 in the morning seems like a pretty good time, I would imagine.
You guys feeling 9?
Sabine's already been up for hours. She's a rancher, but she's like, all right, if these guys finally...
Beeno wakes up at like 8.
I apologize. I do need my beauty rest.
Quite frankly, I don't think you need it, but,
Yeah, finger
Magic.
guns.
Finger gun.
I am just here for whatever the adventure entails.
Well, I don't imagine that the adventure, so to speak, would entail too much, Harbinger. All we gotta do is step on downstairs and see what's causing all this here ruckus.
Sabine, you're wanting to look around. What are you looking
I
for?
am. I'm looking for, like, footprints. I'm looking to see if there's, like, obviously we see the damage, we see the shattered barrels, but it's like, okay, is there anything that's just, like, would give us a clue as to what we're dealing with?
Excellent question. So roll me a seek check, if you please. And I can say, Sabine, with that check, you're looking around and you're seeing the remnants of, like, little scratch marks and stuff. You're not seeing any noticeable footprints at the moment. All you're seeing now is, like, the barrels that have been busted open. And the best that you can tell is that it looks like it was broken open, possibly, like, deliberately. It doesn't look like it was chewed through, is what I mean. It looks like something broke it. What's everybody else doing?
I am investigating the area, trying what has caused this issue. I'd like to look at the barrel itself.
Please also make a seek check for me while you're doing that, figuring that out. Beeno, Carmella, what are you guys doing?
Do we notice this right here?
You do see the big hole over there.
Can I cast light in order to see better?
Sure, where would you like to put light at?
That's a good question, because I want it to be on her person, so we'll just say on
Yeah.
her person.
If she's holding onto it, sounds good. Go ahead and click on the light spell for me, and it should give you an option as to where to put the light effect. Just click and drag it onto Beeno.
Done.
There you go. Light!
Yeah, no. She's just lighting up the area, and I want to look a little closer, just like from a distance. Don't
Yeah,
want to
you
get too close.
You
But
can
like,
stay right there, and
about over here. And
go
just,
ahead and roll a seek for
What am
me.
I looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
what
ahead and roll a seek
what am I
check.
looking at?
For Harbinger, you don't get any really more information than what Sabine has put together so far. And I don't know, are you guys talking with each other about, like, the investigation at the moment?
I would imagine.
No, my secrets. No, we're chatting.
Yeah. Beeno, you look down in there and you swear for a second you see, like, a huge creature, like, poke its head out. And you're like, oh, and you blink your eyes for a second. You're like, oh, never mind. There's nothing there. It, like, you got frightened for, like, a second.
What the... She turns around and looks to Carmella, who's standing behind her.
Carmella
I might be going crazy, but I think I just saw something down there.
Carmella is leaning against the pillar behind her, and she's just inspecting her nails. She moved a fish with her boot. It's not like, well, it's clearly a mess. And now she's just spending time on things more important when Beeno brings it up. Oh, did you see anything, darling?
I'm not sure. I think I saw something, but it felt like I just blinked and it was gone.
I see. Well, given the fact that there is such a portal there in the wall, perhaps some closer eyes may be required. However, and she's actually going to put a hand on Beeno, it is very important that a lady delegates certain tasks to other people more fit to it. And she's going to call over her shoulder, Harbinger, darling.
Yes.
That's the right reaction.
You just get called darling by the most pretty person on the party. What do?
Well, he's all like, she's gonna want me to do something. Harbinger, darling,
God.
and she's going to just kind of lazily wave her hand in the air. Be a dear and see what young Beeno had seen in that opening over there.
Harbinger begins to walk. He gets to about there. when, all of a sudden, Harbinger, you start hearing a strange skittering coming from the hole in the wall, when suddenly a massive rat, the size of a dog, emerges from the darkness, but it isn't alone. The giant rat rushes towards you, their teeth, huge teeth, snapping at you. And as you can see, there is a number of large rats coming your way. So if you could, everybody, I would like you to please roll initiative for me.
Oh, brother. I see dice rolling, people. That's a bad roll. Oh, somebody's making blind rolls.
Don't know who that could be.
Oh, no. I don't like that.
All right, I got an 11. Wait,
I got a 16.
I'm going to go ahead and activate my free action 10 paces, which gives me a +2 on my initiative roll.
Oh, boy.
And lets me move.
Harbinger would immediately yell out, "Stand down, you villainous, verminous creatures!"
So,
And I am going to step just right here.
Okay.
Just one square to the east, and then I'm going to draw my weapon as part of 10 paces.
excellent. I'm gonna go ahead
Just get
and
2 free actions.
begin the encounter.
Yes. So speaking of that, I'm looking at this and I see that like Carmella has symbols above her, and so does Beeno. And I'm assuming Beeno's is the light spell, and Carmella's kind of look like a weapon. I'm squinting. I'm all
Yes.
Yeah.
with the new action system. Like I don't have a weapon drawn.
That's true.
How do we do that? Well,
How do?
How do indeed.
How do?
You
Yeah.
will have to spend an action to draw your weapon.
All right.
And speaking of which, this rat over here, gets to go first. And so this rat is just going to come over here, spend an action there. And then this rat is going to target Harbinger and take 1 attack at it. This is a bite attack.
I
So-
do have a question.
Yes.
Because with him moving adjacent to me in the process of getting adjacent to me and moving through a square that was adjacent, would I not get an opportunity of attack?
You do not.
Okay.
Not every class and not every creature has attack of opportunity in this.
It has been renamed and reworked into
Reactive strike
There
is
you
what
go.
it's referred to as. And it's actually stronger than it is in 5e, but I'll explain when somebody starts actually having reactive strike.
Copy that.
So, you do not get an attack of opportunity. Fighters are, as far as I can remember, the only class that starts with reactive strike. No other class does. So, first strike against Harbinger.
Oh, no.
Do it.
So it rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
Oh, my God.
So
Well, yeah, that definitely hit.
here's the thing about critical hits in this. So
Yes.
in 2nd edition Pathfinder, if you roll an attack and that attack meets or beats the AC of the creature by 10 or more, that is a critical hit. Natural 20s and natural 1s don't automatically give you crits either way. They just bump up or bump down your level of success, whatever it is. So even if you rolled a natural 20 and all of your totals would still just make it a regular success, then the natural 20 will bump that up to a critical success. But if you rolled and it would be
Gotcha.
a failure, then it would just bump it up to a regular success.
There you
It's a
go.
little bit confusing, but its first attack is a critical hit against you.
You get
So
that.
it is going to roll, and it rolled 5 points of damage there. So feel free to apply that damage to yourself, please.
Damage.
There you
you
go.
go. You did.
You took the damage.
Yay.
Very good. That was the first attack. So it has 1 action left, and it will attack again. It's attacking a second time, which means that it will be taking a penalty to this attack. Normally, the penalty would be -5, but because it is using its jaws, it has the agile trait. And agile means that it's actually -4 instead of -5 for the subsequent attack. So, here
And
we go.
all weapons with the agile trait work like that?
All weapons with the agile trait work like that.
Okay.
And any weapon that has the finesse trait means that you can either use strength or dexterity for it. Agile and finesse, those are good for dexterity-based people.
You
So,
don't say.
Here comes the second attack, and it rolled a 16 to hit you.
If I'm not mistaken, that does not hit.
Good to know. That is
Wow.
it for that
Right
round.
on.
That's a very impressive AC.
Now, this rat is going to spend... Let's see how many actions it takes. So, first it's going to come here, and then it's going to come... That's the first action to go there. And then it's going to spend another action to come here. And then it's going to bite the goat.
No.
That's 2 actions. So it only gets 1 strike this time.
Not the goat.
Not the goat. Here we go. It rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
So
That is
gonna be
not the goat.
a miss on that one. And now, our first player turn, Carmella, you are up.
You got this.
Finally.
Finally! The roar.
I am going to, since I had free movement and could draw my weapon on initiative.
You do already have your weapon drawn, yes.
I do already have my revolver drawn.
Well,
Shoot the rat.
Wow.
I trust you're all very impressed.
Wow.
And
always.
Wow.
Oh, I am going to go ahead and try to shoot this rat right next to Harbinger that took a bite out of crime. And let's go ahead and go for that roll.
Alrighty. And just for everybody else, because I know Smiter already did it, don't forget, target the creature and then select the attack after you've targeted it. So,
Righto.
which Smiter has done. And you don't have any penalties for shooting when the creature is within melee with you.
Oh, baby. Now I'm never going to die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'll never die now.
So, here we go. Rolling.
First attack.
That will be a critical hit, sir. That's a 26.
Oh
26
my
is
god.
a critical hit. Click on the critical damage for me, please.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That's a
See,
lot of numbers.
The thing with guns is that they have really, really huge damage when you crit. Did you roll the damage?
I'm about to. I'm just enjoying the numbers.
Just roll it, please.
Yeah, just, that is
Oh my
a
God.
22 points of damage.
You
sir.
basically just killed a rat. You've just shot the rat point blank.
It just exploded.
What happened to the rat, brother?
Oh
Rat
my
ran
god.
out, bit my friend. He's trying to articulate his feelings towards this whole experience. And Carmella is going to place a hand on his shoulder and say, Harbinger, I appreciate your attempts at being loquacious, but have you considered... And she's going to shoot it in the face.
Yep. There's no face there afterwards.
Face
I
off?
love.
Oh, face off.
Oh.
Oh.
While I appreciate your shooting it in the face, Carmella, I have but one thought, and that thought will become made very clear shortly.
Oh. Well, while you're doing that, I will consider my next thought. And she's going to pull the hammer back.
Okay.
Spend an action.
Yep.
Pull the hammer back.
Put the next round in the chamber.
And she's going to aim for the rat that just showed up in front of Surefoot.
Okay. I think the rat will probably have lesser cover because of that big barrel in its way.
Fair enough. I am going to go ahead. Since I am doing my second attack, I will be taking a penalty.
Yes.
It's not
The
that
multiple
much, though.
attack.
It's not a huge penalty. Yep, the multiple attack penalty. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, that's right. I have to actually click on the
Yeah.
reload thing.
Yeah.
You gotta click the button.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So there's that action. Let's give that another try. Aim and fire. Ooh, that's a lot worse. That is a 10 to hit.
10 misses.
Mm.
I believe that's all 3 of your actions.
Attack. Yep. That's it. That's it
That's
for
it.
Carmella.
So, that's going to be it for Carmella. Beeno, you're up. Harbinger, you'll be after Beeno.
Beeno is just, okay then, if that's what we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. And without skipping a beat, she just raises her hands, and I would like to cast Phase Bolt on this rat right here.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll
Phase
Phase Bolt. That is 2-action
She's-
spell, I believe.
Yes, you'd be correct. So she just looks at Carmella and is just like, okay, guess we're doing this, and tries to cast Phase Bolt.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll the Phase Bolt attack. It's your first attack, so you will not be taking the multiple attack penalty.
Ooh, we like that.
That is a 16 to hit.
Let Beeno say it.
Yeah, that's instinct. I'm sorry. It's like, give him a pass. It's instinct.
Mhm.
Yes, it is a 16.
16 does
Because of
hit.
my
Go ahead and
bonus.
roll the damage for Phase Bolt.
Hee. Let us roll the damage
Also,
on this.
what does Phase
Phase
Bolt
Bolt.
look like when you fire it? 'Cause it's a
Well,
cool
as the name
spell.
implies, it's a bolt, but it's almost like Haley's Comet in terms of color and hue. It's
Ooh.
beautiful, brilliant, and blue, but burning hot white at the tip. Even
Yep.
though blue is hotter than white in terms of starfire, but shut up, it doesn't apply here.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It flickers and dazzles like candle flames as it just shoots directly at the rat and like lands on its back.
Mhm.
And it's almost audible in a sense. You could just hear like a pop. Not like a pop like a bad kind, but I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Words aren't wording too much, but it's beautiful.
Mhm.
I do
The thing.
appreciate the greatness with which you described that moment.
Yes.
And it does. It's a beautiful display as, well, you have killed it.
Oh.
It is dead. That was your 2 actions. You have 1 action left. What would you like to do with it?
And you say Harbinger's next turn?
Yeah, Harbinger will be next.
Am I able to aid him somehow? Roll to aid him in his next attack if possible?
It would depend on what attack it would be. And when you're aiding in an attack, normally you have to be like right next to him when he does the attack.
Okay. Alright.
You spend an action to aid, or to quote unquote prepare to aid, and then when his
Okay.
turn comes up and it's time for him to do his thing, then you would spend your reaction to aid him, and then you would roll some dice to
Okay.
see if you would help him or not.
Alright. Actually, can I spend one other action to try to recall knowledge on the rats?
Yes. What would you like to know about the rats?
Do they have any particular, like, not so much magical weaknesses, since magic will be magic, but do they have any particular physical weakness, any kind of physical damage that they are particularly susceptible to? Or any that they are particularly defensive to?
Excellent. Go ahead and roll Recall Knowledge, and I will explain how Recall Knowledge works. Recall Knowledge you can spend as an action. What you do is that you ask me, the GM, a question about the creature that you want to recall knowledge on. Recall Knowledge also works with basically anything that you want to know more information on. A settlement that you've come across, a creature that you find, some substance on the ground, you know, something to like figure something out, and the check will be different depending on what it is that you're recalling knowledge on. In this case, Beeno is asking, what do I remember about rats? Do I remember anything about them having any kind of weaknesses or anything? And then it's a secret roll, so if you succeed, I will answer your question truthfully. If you critically succeed, I will answer your question truthfully and give you an extra piece of information that I think would be helpful to you. If you fail, you don't remember anything in particular. If you critically fail, you remember something wrong, and I get to figure out what that is.
He gets to lie to us.
I love it. I love that.
That's what's great about secret checks. The GM gets to have some fun too.
Yeah. But clearly, second edition wants to place recall knowledge as an indispensable tool.
Yeah.
That you have, that everybody has.
Everybody can recall knowledge. Just know that certain creatures will require a different kind of check
Yeah.
depending.
Like magical ethereal creatures requiring like arcane or something.
Yeah, Arcana
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Thankfully, the macro that we have set up will automatically apply the correct check for me.
Sounds good.
In which case, Beeno, you're looking at these rats and you don't recall hearing anything about their having like any particular weaknesses or resistances.
At least I'm not getting lied to.
That's your final action to do that.
Yes.
Harbinger, it is your turn. Sabine, you are after
Go
Harbinger.
get him, dude.
Go get him.
All right. So I will switch, since we're in a mode where we're dealing with animals.
Mhm.
Then I feel as though I must switch into a stance which represents an animalistic need to destroy something. So I will switch into gorilla stance at this point before I make a move.
Gorilla
So
stance.
Heck yeah.
There you go. And then
Alright.
click on apply effect in the chat. There you
There you
go.
go.
You are
Alright.
now in gorilla stance. So that was your first
Okay.
action. You are now in gorilla stance as you hunch forward and get into this low drooping stance with your arms hanging low.
I will basically move to here
Spend your
to
action to
try
step forward.
to spend my action to move to attempt to hit this vermin.
Yep. You
There
have
you
it
go.
targeted. Go ahead and attack.
And then we shall do flurry of blows on it.
Okay. So is swing your first attack on it.
Oh, for people familiar with first edition Pathfinder, they've changed Flurry of Blows so that it's no longer a full round action.
Yes. It's just a single action to make 2 attacks. Yep, and then do the
Okay.
+6. That's your first attack is +6.
Oh!
Whoa!
Whoa!
What's the total?
24.
24 does hit. Roll damage.
There you go. That feels like that had to have been close to a critical hit. That feels
I'll
like
never
it.
tell. You do 6 points of damage to it. So you run over, you see the rat, you go into gorilla stance, rush over, and then slam down on it with your big old fists. It is not dead, but it is definitely hurting. But I believe that's all 3. Oh no, sorry, that was your first attack. Now you can make
That
your
was the first
second
attack with the flurry of blows,
Yep,
so
now you
now I'll
can
make my second strike with the +1, correct?
That is correct. Good.
Get it! Get the
Ooh!
Go roll! Oh! Oh! Oh. All right, what's your total?
Total is 19.
19 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, baby!
Whoa!
And damage.
Yep. So, Harbinger, tell me what happens to this rat.
So the first strike I hit the rat with, it bounces off the ground just a bit. With the first hand strike, as I see it bounce up, I decided to take the same hand and kind of backhand it into the side of the opening that we're in.
Mhm.
And so it smashes up against the side of the opening as it just kind of oozes down to the area. Because it is no longer a giant rat, it is just a puddle of its own skin.
Mood.
Oops. Sorry.
Mondays, am I right?
Mondays, am I right? That rat is now dead, and now we're ready to go back to Sabine. Sabine, you're up. What are you doing?
Yay.
You have 1 rat left.
Oh, right. All right. So because I was in Detective Sabine mode and not Attack Sabine mode, I'm going to have to
Yes.
use an action to draw my sickle. Actually, you know what? Back. Yeah, no,
Okay.
sickle's good. Okay.
Sickle is good.
There we go. So I've done that. And then I'm going to target the giant rat
Mhm.
and attack with said sickle.
From where?
Oh, you know what? I might move first. actually.
Yeah, I would imagine that you'd have to move, so you'd have to be.
I'm going to
Like,
leapfrog
either right
over
here.
Surefoot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to move.
Nice.
Because I have actions.
You have enough speed to be flanking the rat with Surefoot if you wanted to.
Yes. Let's do that.
And if you are flanking with Surefoot,
Oh, yeah.
the rat becomes off guard to you.
Oh.
Off guard is a status condition that means that its AC has been lowered by 2 because
Fantastic.
it cannot defend itself quite so well when it has 2 people flanking it.
Would you say?
So-
Well, obviously, that's a practiced attack that Surefoot and I just immediately go into.
mhm.
You know.
Obvious. Obvious.
Right. I didn't want to say my plan in front of the rat, but we know.
Yeah, of course.
We know.
Obvious. Yes.
So, would
yes.
you say that they've replaced flat-footed with
Yeah.
off guard?
It used to be called flat-footed.
Okay.
Now it is called off guard.
Okay, good.
Okay. I like that better, actually.
Yeah. And so, thankfully, Foundry automatically applies the off guard to it.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
go ahead and make an attack.
Do it.
Here we go. And that is an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
So-
Nice.
Wait, hold on. Total of 13. I'm so sorry. In the
Yes.
face.
You're good.
Total of 13. So, I have a little thing on there. You can see where it says off guard, flanked, -2. You would have missed.
Yeah.
But because the creature was off guard to you, because you have it flanked, it hit.
Yay.
Right on.
These little bitty +1s, +2s, they end up mattering in the weirdest ways
We
in this
want to work
system.
together and stack those.
Yes.
I imagine.
So,
Yes.
go ahead and roll damage for me there, Sabine, as you
Damage. 1d4. Total of 2.
total of 2.
Alrighty.
Very nice. Yep. You come and you run by. Surefoot is like locked eyes with the rat, and so the rat isn't fully paying attention to you as you come behind and you slash it on its flank, dealing 2 points of damage to it. And I believe that's all you can do because you spend an action to interact, pull out your weapon, action to move, action to attack. So
I believe
that
so as well.
is it. We will now come to the rat, which the rat, I think, is just going to attack in all directions. I think that's what the rat should do. So first attack, the rat will try to bite at you, Sabine, as you had just walked around and sliced it. So it's going to attempt to strike you. And that is going to be a 19 to hit.
Ooh.
Ooh, that hits.
Alrighty. And it is going to do 5 points of piercing damage to you. As you here, let me reveal that for you.
I was going to
you
say,
can
so as soon as that goes public, then I can take the damage. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. There you go. So that was the first attack. The second attack is going to go for Surefoot. So it's going to do that, and it's going to take its little penalty here.
Now, I have a question, and I
Yes.
think as the player, I completely messed this up.
Yes.
I did not roll initiative for Surefoot, so I do not see him in the initiative order. Does that mean he's just chilling?
Well,
Perfect.
so he doesn't. He moves on your turn. You have to command him to
okay.
do stuff on your turn.
Gotcha. Okay, now I know.
So this attack was a 17 to hit Surefoot.
No.
It hits your baby.
Yeah, it definitely hits my baby.
And that is 7 points of damage to Surefoot.
Alright.
Oh no.
And then the last attack, it's coming at you one last time at its biggest penalty.
Oh,
Wait.
Here we go.
You accidentally took the damage yourself,
I did take the
Sabine.
damage.
Here, I will reverse that. Boop. There you go.
Now target Surefoot again and make
Yeah,
sure
click
he
on
takes the
Surefoot.
damage.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. There we
There
go.
There you go.
Good job.
Nailing it. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. The last strike. Oh my. He's rolling super good. That was a 16 to hit you.
Dang.
No.
Dang, this is an angry rat. I've never seen a rat.
Y'all
Oh.
making rat jelly over there. Meanwhile, the rat's making jelly out of me. Goodness.
It applied 2 points of piercing damage as it bites you.
Me? No.
Yes. And that's it for the rat. Carmella, it's your turn now.
Okay.
Beeno, you're after Carmella.
Me.
I do feel like that's how this usually goes. Is one party member just absolutely decimates something, and then it's like, oh no, guys, a rat, help! Help.
Oh, Gad.
Oh, God.
It's like, you dirty rat, you done messed up now.
You are a large rat with plenty of muscle mass. Carmella is going to spend one action to move. That's just
Yep.
for Will.
That's just for Will.
That one's just for Will.
One action to move.
I'm going to spend one action to move, spend one action to pull the hammer back on my pistol,
Right.
and spend my last action to shoot at the rat.
Shoot the rat.
Come on, baby. No, I rolled a 2 and that got me 10.
No.
No.
A 10.
But you
does
already
not
have
hit.
such beefy
Sorry.
bonuses. You have so many beefy bonuses. That's the thing.
It's the
But
beef.
I didn't do big number.
Big number and bonus is still good.
That is a miss.
That is a miss, and that's the end of my
That's your
turn.
end of your turn. Beeno, you're up.
Hello. This is 25 feet.
Yep.
And I will move over here.
There you go.
And I would like to draw my rapier, actually. I would like to draw my rapier, which
Draw
will
your
take one
rapier.
action. And I would like to hit this rat with the
Hit the
rapier.
rat. Hit the rat with the
Hit the
rapier.
rat.
Make sure you use the pointy end.
Yeah, I will hit the rat with the pointy end. Hit the rat. Do not miss the rat. It didn't miss the rat!
So 19. And
I
then-
would very much like to hit the rat. Yes,
Yep.
it is a 19. I was just about to say, my bad.
Yep. 19 is a hit. Go ahead
I
and roll
would-
damage.
Heck yeah, I get to hit the rat.
Hit the rat.
That's not a lot of damage.
Oh. As you run up and you give it like a little pierce with your thingy there. The
That
rat's...
pierced it like right under the arm.
Yep. The rat's looking a little bit hurt. But I believe
Yeah.
you moved, you spend an action to draw, and then you spend an action to attack. That is it. Harbinger, you are up. Sabine, you are after Harbinger.
So while I'm in my gorilla stance, I shall attempt to move, well, to here
Okay.
and attempt to hit that with a powerful, since I'm in gorilla strike here, we'll do, let me see my options here. I want to try to shake things up a little bit. I don't want to just do flurry of punch all the time. Let's try the powerful punch.
Okay. Just a regular attack.
Uh-huh.
Just roll the gorilla strike.
Okay.
So he rolled a 14 on the dice, which gives him a total of
20.
That is a 20.
Nice.
20 hits. Roll
Well done.
damage.
9.
Why don't you tell me what happens to this last rat?
Yeah.
So I remembered what I was taught in the monastery about being able to use a disciplined strike. So I took in a breath, focused my frustration on these rats, and just decided to try to hit it. And then it just wasn't there anymore.
Nice.
It was super easy. You just pushed right through.
The gods of this universe right-click deleted the rat for you.
Yep. There you go. You guys are done with the encounter.
Yeah, victorious!
You guys get 80 experience points.
Yay!
If you open up your character sheet and you look in the top right of your character sheet, you can see where your experience points go. Give yourself 80.
So strong.
I feel
So
so accomplished.
And the encounter's over. I am turning off your gorilla stance.
Yay! I'm gonna reload my pistol.
Go ahead.
Actually
Yes.
put in all the shots needed.
Mhm.
I think I spent 5 shots in this fight. Oh, you know what? I'll just go ahead and hit reload. And
Yeah.
then I'll know how many shots I have left.
Yep. It says that there's still 5 bullets in your gun.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
You're filled up.
Right on. Fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
At this point, do you want to talk about how hero points work and how they're different from first edition?
That's a good thing.
Ooh.
Starting off every single session, you guys will always start off with 1 hero point.
Yeah.
A hero point can be used. You can spend your hero point to re-roll basically any d20 roll that you want to do. You can roll it first and then decide, I want to re-roll that. I'm going to spend a hero point. If you want to do that, the easiest way to do that in this is after you've rolled, you'll right-click on the little box that popped up that tells you what your total was. Right-click on that and it'll give you the option to re-roll using hero point. And then you can
Right
spend
on.
your hero point on that. You can also, if for some reason your dying value would increase to where you would die, you can spend all the hero points that you have to stabilize and stay unconscious but not die. So it can save you from death if you do that.
And for those of
Very,
us that are
very
super
good.
visual, our hero
Yes.
points are underneath our name on our character sheet.
Yes.
Because I was looking.
And as a matter
Thank you
of
for that
fact,
clarification.
as a matter of fact, because Harbinger, you did so well, I'm giving you a hero point. for that.
Yeah!
Now you have 2 hero points. But now,
I am
What would you
forever
guys like?
grateful to the GM for this.
Quick prayer up to the gods.
I put my hands together in a class formation and I say, I love you, GM!
Carmella loading up her pistol. She's gonna spin it, sheath it, and then say, well, that was fun. You know what? She's
are the rest of you keeping your weapons out at the moment? Or are you putting them
Yes.
away?
No, I will put mine back.
Okay,
My weapons
There's
are
no-
connected to my wrist.
that's right.
I am
Is
a
there
weapon.
any
Mhm.
is there any benefit? I mean, like, obviously, you know, if we put it away, then we'll have to spend an action later. Is there anything we cannot do with a drawn weapon? Is there any reason to put it away?
If your hands are preoccupied, then your hands will be, because you need your hands for certain things, but
Makes sense.
like climbing, like, you know,
Okay.
things like that.
No, I'm just trying to, you know, really
Yeah.
set the exact scene of what we can and cannot do. you know?
Absolutely. No, it's a good question.
So,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, for example, both Surefoot and I did take damage, so, like, as a healer, I would need to sheath my weapon to have hands to heal.
Yes.
Okay, then I am going to sheath my weapon.
Thankfully, casting spells does not require a free hand, except for very specific spells. But most of the time,
Oh.
you can have your hands full and still cast spells in this.
Oh,
Thankfully.
interesting. Okay.
I believe that was done in the remaster.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. I can still vogue with a sickle in my hand, so I can do somatic components.
That's right.
Then, if you don't mind walking me through this, I'm gonna
Yes.
have some healing.
Excellent. Are you going to use your healer's kit to do this?
So I did notice that I do have the ability to use, like, to administer first aid, but that's more than like a dying or bleeding condition.
Mhm.
So if I was just trying to restore HP, would that be more along the lines of actually using spells then?
So, you'll notice on your actions over there, if you look
Yes.
all the way on the right-hand side, you'll see a thing that says Treat Wounds. Treat Wounds is a special action that you can do while you're in exploration mode, which is what we're in now. You're not currently in encounter mode, you're in exploration mode. Treating wounds takes 10 minutes. Use your healer's kit to get out your healer stuff, and you roll a medicine check. And if you succeed, the check is 15. If you succeed, then you heal 2d8
Oh, wow.
healing. If you fail, you don't get anything. If you critically succeed, you get double that. If you critically fail, you actually deal a d8 of damage.
I mean, that's fair.
But you
Can I
have
do
pretty
that?
high
Okay,
medicine.
good. I do. So you said that takes 10 minutes. So could
Yes.
I potentially, like, let's just say we're in a hypothetical situation, we're all taking a little bit of damage. Can it be 10 minutes for this person, 10 minutes for that, or is it like a
Yes.
once per? Oh, okay.
It's 10
Then
minutes
speaking
each.
of-
So there's
minutes
two
each?
there's two parts to it. One, it takes 10 minutes to do it. You could, if you succeed, you can decide after you've already started. You could continue administering first aid, and you double the amount of healing that you did. You just spend a whole hour working on somebody.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay.
After you've done treat wounds on somebody, they are immune to treat wounds for an hour.
Okay. So it can't stack. Okay, good to know.
So if you
that's
want,
where
you can spend 10 minutes on yourself and or Surefoot. It'd be 10 minutes each.
Sabine's going to look up and talk to the group, and in this moment, she's going to make it clear that she's going to do some sort of first aid. Obviously, if we need to get going, she's got spells. But she's going to say, hey, y'all, I'm going to real quickly patch us up. But I don't... And this is where she's going to share that perception that she got earlier. I think we're going to be hitting something a little bit harder than these rats as we go down there, because I didn't see a single chew mark up here. Like, I don't think this is our bad guys. So I'm going to make sure we are all patched up before we move. Is that cool with y'all if I take just a little bit of time?
That works for me. Yeah, I don't really have any reason to keep going.
Perfect. So I'm going to treat wounds on myself first, because you got to put your own mask on before you help another.
That's right.
That is very sound advice.
You know, with the three of them, like, all of them, like, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Carmella is going to let out a big sigh as she was because and it was really only when you said, hey, I don't think this is the big threat. I don't think, because Carmella, she was so set on, it's just rats, we did it, we can leave.
Mm-hmm.
So Carmella is going to let out a big sigh, and she's going to say, very well then.
So, Sabine, you got a 14 on the check, which means that you failed. You, regardless of the results of the check, you are going to be immune for an hour before you can try and heal yourself again.
I'm going to say roleplay-wise, that was because of the big sigh that Carmella let out, because Sabine does not want to disappoint Carmella, so she's going to fumble a little bit. And so, like, absolutely, like, red in the face and blush, and she's going to go and, like, kind of stumble and be like, I'm going to work on Surefoot. I ain't saying nothing anymore.
So, first things first, because I'm keeping track via the time here, I'm going to apply the immunity to you. There we go. So, you're immune for now. 10 minutes I will have passed by. And now you can go over and start administering to Surefoot if you want to.
Thank you. I'm going to try this again. I swear I'm a healer, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it.
No, you got, like, good stats. You just didn't roll very good. Yeah, go ahead and do that same thing. Anybody else want to be doing anything while Sabine is taking this time to patch herself up and patch up her goat?
I would like to kind of not necessarily go down the hole without the rest of you, but I definitely would like to kind of stay at the hole's entrance. That way, if something else comes, I can forewarn before something else comes through.
Yeah, good idea. Go ahead and move yourself over there, bro.
We're gonna have to
Beeno's
move the
there, too?
rat.
You don't have to. You can just step over him.
I don't want to step on the rats. That's gross. I don't want to step on a rat.
Well, don't step on them.
There's not
step
much
around
there.
them.
There's not much there to be stepped on, but
Alright,
Did you roll your check already, Sabine? Oh, that's way better. Ooh,
Critical success.
that's a critical success.
It's because he's my baby.
That's
That's
right.
because he's your baby.
My
I'm
baby.
fine, but my goat can't be hurt.
There you go. And 10 minutes have passed. There you are. Boom. That's right.
So now, if I was to cast a heal spell on myself, it's just going to take like one of my first
Spell
spells,
slots,
one of my
yeah.
cantrips or whatever. But I can do outside of combat. I can just cast whatever.
Yes.
Just checking. Okay. This is also for dear listeners. We are
Yes.
all getting back into this.
Yes, yes. It's good that you're asking questions. Anytime you guys have any questions, please ask, and I can clarify as much as I can.
Especially about the system.
Yes. So now, you guys, Surefoot's looking a lot better. Sabine, not so great, but, you know, we'll see how she does. If you guys want, you guys can continue to wait for an hour, and then Sabine can try again. Or if you want, if you feel like you need to keep going, you can. I will also say, just for the sake of both the viewers and for the players here, the beginner box specifies that if you need to run away and hide for survival's sake, the enemies will not chase you down. There's some exceptions. There's like a couple enemies that the book specifies they'll chase you.
Yeah.
But just remember that you are welcome to like leave and fix yourself up if you have to. You are also currently underneath the small town of Otari. they have shops there
Mhm.
if you need to purchase stuff.
Mhm.
So feel free. Tamale doesn't have you like on a specific time frame. Just it needs to get done. The sooner that you get it done, the sooner you get 10 gold pieces.
Mhm. Oh, wow.
So shall we go and stock up on utilities before we go into this hole to see what is causing this issue?
That's not
If you guys want
unsound.
to.
One moment. Carmella's going to turn towards Sabine. Are you all right, darling?
Surefoot's great, and I think I can continue. It's just and she's gonna kind of like flex awkwardly and just be like, I'm fine. I'll figure it out.
Carmella's gonna squint. Is it possible for Carmella to check and see how much Sabine is trying to protect her feelings with this? Like, by being dishonest?
No, my emotional AC. You can't roll high enough to beat that.
Okay. Are you? I will say, Sabine, are you trying to be dishonest?
No, I'm just flustered.
Okay.
And got bit by a rat. Like no one looks cool after they got bit by a rat for like a portion of their health.
Just ignore it, like Harbinger does. Okay.
Sabine's gonna roll her eyes and say, "Fine, I'll heal myself and we can continue." And now I'm gonna learn how to target a spell on myself, and I'm gonna cast Heal.
Okay.
Pardon me, I do not ignore things. I simply challenge frustrations into attacks to destroy things.
You are quite literally textbook ignoring the fact that you've just been bit by a rat. That is textbook, like, redirecting your attention in order to ignore the fact that you've been bit by a rat. Textbook.
So Sabine, the heal spell does something different depending on how many actions you spend on it. For a single action, it has a range of touch. It is a touch spell, and it heals 1d8. If you use 2 actions, it has a range of 30 feet. And, including for that 1d8, you also heal an additional 8 hit points flat. If you spend 3 actions, it disperses out in a 30-foot emanation around you, and every living thing around you gets healed for 1d8.
Oh, wow.
So, how many actions would you like to spend on your heal spell?
So again, just for everybody learning, regardless of the actions, essentially, it almost feels like an upcast, but it's still only taking that like first rank spell. It's not like I get it back if I take the lower level one. Like it is one and done regardless of what I do.
Correct.
Okay, which is interesting.
So you are a prepared spellcaster, and as such, you prepare certain spells into certain spell slots. So once you've used that spell, it is used for the day until you rest, or you prepare, or there are certain ways that certain spellcasters can get spell slots back without resting. But druids at your current level cannot get it back without doing a long rest.
Gotcha.
So you have 1 preparations of heal for today. Do you want to spend it now, or do you want to just wait another hour and use a healer's kit?
If the group is okay with waiting, just because now that I fully understand exactly how those 3 layers work, I would rather hold that. If that's okay with y'all.
Carmella is fine with waiting.
Beeno will be fine with waiting, but probably not much longer after another 1 round. If it doesn't work on this immediate next round, she's just gonna be like, well, you tried. Anyways, let's get going.
No, that's fair. That is fair.
I feel as though Harbinger feels as though your support could be later used, but I still feel as though since we are close to the store to purchase potions and such, we can use a bit of our own resources to keep your healing to a minimum if need be.
I don't know if you guys have the money for it. I think Harbinger does because he owns basically nothing, but I think everybody else is short on cash at the moment. Because you all stocked up beforehand.
Oh, yeah. With that in mind, Carmella's going to take that advice that Harbinger just sort of threw out just now and is actually going to go and convene with him.
Okay.
She's going to come on over and she's going to say, that is not an unsound strategy, Harbinger. Now, how much gold do you have? I've got 5 pieces.
I shall look.
Beeno's just gonna, you could hear sounds of rattling change in empty pockets as she's digging through her pockets, and you can see her pull out 1 singular gold piece. Just
nice.
1.
Okay, looking at my inventory.
Yes, sir.
I have 5.
And I have.
Well, that's enough for at least 2 potions, I believe. Like, out of RP, I think that's like 2 potions, maybe 1. I'm not sure. I don't know how expensive they are.
The healing potions are... I don't know exactly the price of them either.
I'm looking them up right now. Consumables. Minor healing potion is 4 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 2. That's good.
Okay.
I have some gold as well. I didn't spend all of mine.
Okay.
I have 1. I spent all my gold. I really wanted that scythe. I don't care.
Oh,
I refuse to feel bad about owning 3 weapons. It is within my rights. I can own as many as I want. I'm owning 3.
She's like, I can own as many as I want, and I can put them down anytime I want as well. I don't necessarily need all 3, but I have them.
Okay.
So,
Exactly.
this is what I'm thinking.
Oh,
If you guys want to go upstairs, go to the stores and buy some more healing potions while Sabine stays down. Or she can even go up into the fishery and do this if she wants to.
Yeah.
I wondered if I
suppose.
could move while I'm taking my hour or whatever.
You need to sit down and work on yourself while you're taking your 10
so
minutes.
Right.
So you can decide where you want to sit down, but you have to kind of be in this one spot while you're healing yourself.
We could do 10 minutes worth of shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Let's go shop for 10 minutes. All right, let's go.
Carmella can fill up 30 minutes of window shopping. Let me tell you.
So I'm going to go
Beeno
ahead
will
and
just ogle at every shiny thing.
I'm going to skip an hour forward
Okay.
so that now your treat wounds immunity is gone if you want to try again. The rest of you, go ahead and go into your inventory and purchase whatever it is that you need to buy.
I cannot purchase anything.
I was just about to say, while Sabine is doing that, and that way Katherine can go ahead and do their roles, Carmella is actually going to suggest to the party, let's start pooling together our money and our resources. So let's all go ahead and chip in and put our gold into one thing. And now, the party fund, the party page.
Yes, we will look at the party fund. You did it.
Barely.
You succeeded.
All right.
You rolled 2 on the healing. If you want, go ahead and spend the whole hour to double that.
Are we good with another hour? Because now that's a long time waiting for me.
It's only 10:40 in the morning.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what hours this monster keeps. Like,
That's true. You're right.
But anyway, so Carmella is actually going to go ahead and drop her 5 gold into the party stash.
Yep. Click on the stash thing and you can pull your stuff. When you guys find treasure and stuff, I will likely just put it all in the party thing, and then you guys can decide how you want to split it up afterwards.
For the sake of myself, I'm going to remove 5 coins out of my personal effects.
Okay, I'm also going to put money into the stash.
Okay.
I have... That is sure.
How does one put money into the stash?
I was just about to ask that, bro.
You should be able to just click on the plus button for the coins. Other times you can just click and drag your stuff over.
I do not have any money that I could possibly give. I need my 1 gold piece. It's my lunch money.
Yes.
Mom says I need to use it for lunch.
It's to get some really nice food at the local brewery. I know the owner. Well, my mom knows the owner. She gave me this as lunch money. I can't get rid of it. I'm sorry.
I love the idea
Calcium.
of Beeno being at the tavern and being all like, this is my lunch money. Mom says I can't spend it on anything else. And then Carmella from across the room, and don't you forget it.
So now the next question shall be, who shall manage this for us so we can make sure that we have the proper
Carmella.
thing?
Carmella, probably.
Carmella.
Carmella. Just
Well,
Carmella.
since I'm being volunteered, so yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll keep track of that.
You guys will do that.
All right, we will spend 8 gold pieces on 2 healing potions.
Great. Put those however you want.
While you're looking that up, question. If we have
Yes.
things in the stash, I guess for roleplay and also just for like logistical purposes, is that just like this imaginary bag of holding that one of us has? Is it like, if I, for example, let's just say I need to access one of those healing potions, who is physically holding it, or does it not matter? We can just kind of grab from this like imaginary portal stash at any time.
You should be able to grab it at any time that you wish.
Okay. So it's not like I have to be close enough to Carmella to grab it out of her backpack kind of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess that's
Suspension of disbelief here.
yeah, that's however you guys want to play that.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have 2 healing potions now
Nice.
Yay.
in your stash.
All
And you
right.
can distribute that however you like.
All right. As needed, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So after that, we'll definitely come back here.
Mm-hmm. You guys can get to about there.
Yep. And while we're moving, why don't you, if
Yes.
you wanted to, bro, go ahead and explain exploration actions.
Yes, we're going to get into now exploration activities.
Thank you.
These are things that you can do while you're doing exploration. If you guys want, you guys can kind of describe to me what it is that you're doing, and I will tell you what kind of applicable action I would have you guys doing. Well, we'll start with Smiter since he has an idea of what exploration activities are like.
If I could, I would like to, I believe it's Scout,
Mhm.
which keeps an eye out for danger.
Mhm.
I will go ahead and do that. I'm actually going back to the party page.
Yeah.
And I am going to the exploration tab.
Yes.
Big old plus sign right next to Carmella for activity. It'll say slot available. I am just going to, after you click on that, it'll show you the exploration activities. Scout.
You are now
Active.
scouting. When you scout, you're keeping an eye out for danger. You will give the party a +1 to their initiative rolls if
Sounds good.
something were to come up. So, Beeno, I know you're also familiar with exploration activities. What would you like to be doing?
I would like to be looking for magical items, magical presences, anything mystical or out of the ordinary.
Do you have
That is what
detect magic?
I should. Do I have detect magic?
I do not see
No, I
detect
don't.
magic.
Heck! Heck. I don't detect magic. I guess I will be searching then. Searching would be for anything, like,
Yes.
valuable, right?
Absolutely.
Or would that be investigating?
When you are searching, you are keeping an eye out for either valuable stuff or possibly hidden creatures or traps. And so
Then yes.
apply search to yourself, and then if you can, roll me a blind perception check when you have the opportunity.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we love blind
Harbinger.
perception.
What are you doing while everybody's doing this? What do you think Harbinger is doing?
I am clearing the area. I am checking ahead. There are webs and such. So I am
Okay.
clearing those areas out of the way as I'm moving slowly because as a larger man, I want to make sure that people aren't having to do the same as they're moving.
Okay. Thank you. Sounds good. Sabine, are
Yes.
you doing any particular activity while you are walking with the group at the moment?
I have a question just for
Yes.
gameplay. So obviously these are cool things, and I do see that there are some that take a detriment, like we can only move at half speed or whatever.
Right.
But other than those noted in there, is there any reason to say not put any of these on? Does it take away our ability to do anything else, or should we kind of, as we're traveling, always kind of be using one of these?
It's always a good idea to always be using something because it is kind of telling you where your character's mindset is and what they're focused on while you are exploring in case something happens. Because there are
Sure.
some times when you're like, oh, I was so focused on doing this, I didn't notice that there was an enemy approaching or whatever. That's why it's also good for everybody to kind of consider doing something different each.
That was actually going to be my follow-up question was,
Yes.
Should we diversify or...
It's a good idea to diversify.
Okay.
While you guys are figuring that, I can describe what you see in front of you as you have a little bit of light peeking through. I will tell you, there is no light sources down here, so the light spell is providing light for you. One of you has total dark vision, the others do not. So,
Golly, I wonder who that is. I think I have normal eyes.
it's true. So, squeezing through the hole, you find yourself in a cavern that seems to stretch endlessly beneath the streets of Otari. Who knows what menace could be lurking down here? Up ahead, the passageway ends in a cliff that plunges sharply into darkness. So you see here, there is a cliff right here.
All right, then. I will leave it to the point man to get to it first and tell us how bad it is.
Okay.
I have one more question actually before we continue, just because all of these kind of exploration actions are new.
Mm-hmm.
Earlier, when we were going through and rolled perception and stuff, there were no visible tracks or anything, but there is this action to track.
Yes.
If I was to have Sabine start tracking, I don't want to say gameplay wise, obviously if there's something to notice, there's going to be something to notice, but as far as Sabine's concerned, she hasn't seen anything. Would that be irrelevant to add that tracking, or can I do that and then start to maybe pick up on something later? Does that make sense?
No, I did mention that you didn't really see tracks before, but now that you're coming into this, you are actually now noticing there is a walked path in the floor. Okay. And so if you want, you can begin tracking, which would be a blind survival check for me.
Survival.
And you can kind of determine which direction everything is going. So you'll be focusing on keeping track of where the majority of things are traveling while you're down here. Creatures.
Okay. Excellent. Then Sabine is going to start tracking, and then we can continue. Sabine's good now.
Unfortunately, you rolled Surefoot's tracking there, which is funny.
Surefoot also tracked.
But I will.
I got this, guys.
I will apply the roll that you just did to you instead of Surefoot. Yeah, you feel like you got a pretty good sense of what's going on, where the pathing is going, and it's going down this cliff. But yes, Harbinger, you see the cliff goes downward into darkness. You can't really see too good because the light is a little farther back, but you can kind of see the floor a little bit. Looks like it probably goes down about 10 feet.
So we would definitely need to find a way down the cliff to the floor below it. I would definitely advise not running haphazardly toward my general direction.
When you say that, Carmella is actually going to grab the back of Beeno's belt.
Oh. Just blink.
Oh.
Did something happen? Did I miss something? Why are we grabbing my belt? What's going on?
No. Just making sure nothing does happen. Stay close now. And then she's going to let go.
Yep. Beeno, are you moving forward?
All right. Yes, Beeno will move forward.
Okay. You see the cliff and you can see down.
We'll get to about right around here-ish, but I can't get right there.
Yeah.
So we'll just say she's right there.
You can hold the light forward and you can kind of see it. It's about a 10-foot drop.
She'll crouch down a little bit and she's wearing the light on her hair tie, and she just takes it on her finger and she just points down as far as she can.
Mm-hmm. And you can see that the trail continues to go in the northward direction.
I can scout ahead if we have to. As she sits back up, she gets up from squatting down. She as she takes a stretch, she puts the light back on her hair tie. And she's brushing off her dress a little bit, readjusting her belt, getting ready to drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Can I leap down?
Yeah, you can leap down if you want.
Okay. Do I need to do a specific action for that?
Well, are you just going to step off and jump down, or are you going to try and climb down?
I will climb down. That feels like a smarter solution.
Climb down?
I need you to make, this isn't blind, I need you to make an athletics check if you want to climb down.
Oh, heck. I'm really bad at athletics.
I will give you a friendly reminder, Harbinger. When you're in gorilla stance, you get a bonus to climbing. For the sake of this, I will toggle you into combat state. You should be able to now apply if you want gorilla stance.
Oh, no.
And I rolled an 8.
Yep, an 8 is not a success, but it's not a critical failure, so you don't fall, you just don't make any progress.
I would like to attempt to climb down.
Make an athletics
I will
check
attempt to scurry. Just...
Yeah.
She feels a rock. I rolled a 5, by the way. She feels a rock shift under her feet, like a stray rock just falls. She's maybe about a foot down, immediately scurries all the way back up, just looking over the edge again.
Yes. Thankfully, you did not critically fail that, or else you would have fallen.
I would be fine with that. If I did fall, it would have been funny.
Yes, but you did not.
You said I made no progress, so am I still on the...
You're still on the top, yeah. We're both still on the top.
Okay.
Yes.
Carmella is going to look around her immediate environment and see if they're... While the two of them are...
Yeah.
Never mind. While the two of them are trying to find a way down, Carmella is going to just look left and right, and she's going to look for some sort of anchor point to tie down the rope.
Yeah, you can see some stalactites, stalagmites, stuff that you can tie rope to if you wanted to.
She will glide on over to them, tie down a rope. She is going to test the rope and see about coming on down.
Roll athletics.
Athletics.
The DC has now been lowered.
I usually prefer acrobatics, but fine. Alright, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Comedic nat 1.
Here we go. Cross your fingers. That
Ah!
will be a 16.
That is a regular success. You make it halfway down.
Alrighty.
Roll again, because it's like, we only get down 5 feet, right?
Yep, 5 feet at a time.
Alrighty. And let's go ahead and do another roll then.
As you level up and get more feats, you will be able to unlock means to just, like, do it easier.
That's a natural 20.
You make it all the way down, no problem.
Yep. That last 5 feet, she's actually going to let go of the rope and kick off the wall and land with a little pirouette.
There you go. You are now down at the bottom.
Thank you. She's going to say, she's going to call back up. It wasn't even that hard. Go ahead and use the rope, y'all.
Beeno will give a joking glare, mumbling complete nonsense under her breath, before also using the rope. She doesn't feel like falling. She's just also going to use the rope. She's just use the rope. You wasn't that hard.
Your mom.
And she's climbing down the rope.
Oh no!
Her grip. I rolled a nat 1, so her grip. I imagine that's just a complete critical fail.
That is a critical failure.
Can-
You are going to fall.
Comedically, just use a freaking rope. She grabs onto the rope. It comedically slips out of her hands, and she tumbles down the side of the wall and lands on her face.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, Carmella wanted to try to catch her.
Make a reflex save.
Okay.
Motherly instincts kick in. Something just happened. Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, I will say you two can split the damage if you want.
Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
No, I don't roll damage.
No. I was telling Beeno.
Oh, Beeno doesn't roll damage either.
How much damage?
You take half the damage that you fell. It's a 10-foot drop. You would take 5 damage. We'll split that up.
So I take like 2
I'm gonna
points
say
of damage.
both of you take 2 points.
Okay. Carmella slides under the child, catches her.
But now you're at the bottom. You and Carmella have slammed into each other.
She's landed right on top of Carmella.
Yeah.
Carmella's hit the ground.
It's just very quiet and comical as she raises a thumbs up.
Hmm.
And Carmella is just going to pat her on the back and she's going to say, "Alright, that was fun. Let's try to remember what Harbinger said about looking before you leap." And she's going to help Beeno back to her feet and dust off her dress.
Okay. Sabine, what do you want to do?
I would like to try the rope, so I'm going to
All right.
attempt to. I'm going to make an athletics check.
Yes.
14. Total of 17.
That is a success. You make it halfway down. You can roll again to finish it off.
Continue down.
Yeah.
Sabine, darling, just remember to keep your feet against the wall.
Total of 19.
Totally fine. You make it all the way to the bottom. I'll put you right there.
Yay.
Surefoot, I will tell you, has a climb speed, does not need to make an athletics check to just climb down.
Of course he does.
Right? He's a go. He's just going to like pop, 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 and down.
Yep, I'll put him down there for you.
Clop, clop.
Oh, how the gracious goat moves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's
I guess-
looking at all of us struggling, and he's like, guys, it's like...
I shall attempt to grab the rope now since I flubbed the last attempt to climb down.
Mhm.
So
Athletics check.
I would roll another athletics check.
You rolled a 15. You succeeded. You've made it halfway down. You may go ahead and roll again.
That's
25.
natural 20.
Natural 20. So easy. You make it all the way down, and now your gorilla stance fades.
All right, Carmella's going to attempt to retrieve the rope, wind it back up, put it back in her pack.
You guys are at the bottom.
All right.
Yay!
Surefoot, thank you for your inspiration.
Carmella's going to say, "Well, let us resume our marching order."
Beeno will just very quickly scamper back over behind Harbinger.
Is everybody happy with the order that they're in?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you can move to here.
Okay.
And, as you can see now into this room, the tunnel continues deeper underground, eventually opening into a large chamber. Patches of glowing blue fungus cling to the ceiling and provide dim light, so this whole room is kind of dimly lit at the moment. You can just barely make out vast strands of webbing across the floor and walls of this cavern, stretching between stalactites like shimmering curtains. So all throughout the floor here, in this whole area down here, where you can see what it looks like gravel, there's webs all over on the bottom of it. And there's webs on the walls. They're kind of hanging, draped down all over the place, with the glowing blue mushrooms kind of just providing a little bit of light.
I feel as though we might actually be going into a spider's web.
That would not be good. GM, is there a way is there a role that we can make in order to either be more careful when walking through this area?
Yes.
What would I roll?
If you want to get through the, are you trying to avoid the webs and stuff?
Yes, very much trying to avoid the webs. Very, 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 very much trying to avoid the webs.
If you want to avoid the webs, you need to make an acrobatics check.
Oh, baby.
Oh my god. Oh no, you said the word. Now Carmella's gonna go nuts. She's just gonna be Michael Jackson moonwalking through the entire webs.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
alas,
the web area is considered difficult terrain while you're trying to avoid the webbing.
Okay.
So you have to move at half speed when moving through it.
Okay.
Did you say acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
All right. Question on the half speed. If we're already at half speed because we are doing one of the exploration activities, does that then quarter speed? Do those stack? Or do we... Because obviously the exploration activities are kind of a new thing. How does that work with?
You would just be moving just at half speed anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Harbinger, you're going to go first. Where are you going?
We're going to go through... I got a 17 on my acrobatics check.
Yep. How far are you going? You're moving at half speed? You can move 2 squares.
So I'll go there.
1 square, 2 squares. Okay. Beeno?
Beeno will move right over here.
Slow and
And that's it.
You got to there?
Beeno's just trying to get a lay of the land.
Okay.
I'm just moving to the edge.
You're at the very edge? Okay.
Wow, that's good, Catherine.
Nice.
I am a little acrobatic.
She got a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to make a perception roll in order to look for danger?
Yes. Make it blind, please. Make a seek action.
Okay, seek action. Seek. Blind GM roll. Let my +6 bonus be useful.
Let it be! Okie dokie.
Lending my energy. It's so hard right now.
How often can we do those little macro actions? Is it just kind of at your discretion? Hey, can I do a seek? Or...
Yeah, you can ask, but always remember, it's always the same whenever I GM. You can ask before you do anything, and I will tell you what action to use.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. And Beeno, with that action, you do not notice anything at the moment.
Oh no.
When you guys get there, though, Beeno, you're actively looking around, and when you do, you don't notice when your foot kind of brushes up against one of the webbing. And Carmella, you're right behind her, so you see as this vibration of the webbing trails all the way down into the room. Because of that, you start to hear a hissing sound, as it's kind of hard to see, but a giant spider pokes its little face out, and it is going to be lunging towards you guys. So if you please go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Because Carmella was scouting, I assume that's already calculated.
It should be, but double check. When you roll initiative, make sure that you get the +1 automatically on there.
Okay.
And make sure it's perception for your initiative, unless otherwise noted, because you can roll other stuff for your initiative if you want.
But that was a nat 20, so I feel a little bad about the fact that he had to
still
re-roll
going
that,
first.
but that is a nat
Carmella,
20.
you still need it.
Yeah, I was just about to. I'm going to use 10 paces with it.
Okay, yep, go ahead.
Oh my gosh. You and your free actions.
With a natural
that's
20
a natural
on it.
That's a
20!
natural 20, baby! What was that about my free actions?
Now, I don't want to
That's right.
talk about anything related to your free actions, ma'am. I apologize. I ain't gonna never disrespect you. I ain't ever gonna disrespect your free actions. Please draw your gun.
You can get as far as here, bro.
Copy.
This is difficult terrain, so you can't move that far.
Yep, gotcha.
There you go.
Gun.
All right.
But it is your
Draw
turn,
it.
Carmella. You are first.
Drawing my pistol.
Yes.
Shoot it.
Shoot him.
That's part of 10 paces, so that doesn't count as an action.
That's right. She's gonna squeeze past Beeno, squeeze past Harbinger. First, she's gonna point at the spider and go, "Good heavens!" And she's gonna quickly pull out her pistol, panicked this time, and take a shot at it.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and take a shot.
All right.
Is Carmella an arachnophobe?
Or drop.
Mm-hmm. Well, don't forget, she hates rats.
Whoa!
That will be a 26
Nice.
to hit.
26 does hit. It is just barely not a crit, though.
No. Why are you
Well, then that
failing
tells me
me?
all I need to know. That tells me all I need to know. Of if it's just barely not a crit, then I know.
Mhm.
I know all I need to know. Absolute cinema. I know all I need to know.
Mhm.
That will be a 3 points of damage.
Alrighty. As you pull your gun out and you see it, you go, ha!
Yep.
And boom! You fire at it, dealing 3 points of damage to the spider.
I'd say let out a girly scream, but it's Carmella, so it would be a womanly wail.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that was your
Well.
first action.
Okay, so that was my first action.
Yes.
I'm gonna spend a second action to pull the hammer back,
Okay.
and then I am going to spend my last action to take another shot.
Okay. Here's your penalty.
That is a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
All right.
Very good.
I'm gonna go
Roll
ahead and
damage
roll
on that.
damage. That is 3 points of damage.
Another 3 points of damage. Nice. You are slowly chunking away at this thing as you're shooting off little bits of this giant spider.
Yep, and Carmella is going to point at it and say, "Kill it! Kill it now!"
It is now Harbinger's turn. Harbinger, what are you doing?
So we are still moving at half speed in this domain, even with the proper athletics check, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know that I'd be able to get up close enough to it to actually do something in that turn.
Well, let's see here. You got 1, 2. If you spend 3 actions, you can get up to it.
Oh,
But then that's all I would be able to do is just get up to it directly,
Yep.
Oh,
correct?
Harbinger's only got speed of 20?
It's 25.
25. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he can
go
only move 2 squares in difficult terrain.
right there.
Okay. You spend all your actions to get there.
Yes.
Okay. Sabine, it's your turn. And then after that, it's the spider's turn.
All right, so question for
Yes.
weapons just as we go through this. So I
Yes.
have both a sickle and a sling, and
Yes.
they're both labeled as one hand.
Yes.
I don't want to be like pedantic and like affect myself, but
Mhm.
would I need to put one away to draw the other, taking the 2 of my 3 actions, or if it says I can draw it, can I draw it and fire it and have that count as just the 2 of the 3?
Mhm. Good question. Thankfully, the remaster introduced the swap action. For a single action,
Oh.
you can swap whatever it is that you have in your hand.
Right on. Okay.
Before, last time, it would take an action to stow it and then another action to pull out the new thing. But thankfully,
Right.
Paizo
That's awesome.
smiled
So
upon
I was
us.
calculating. I was like, wait, okay, 1 to put it away, 1 to draw, 1 to fire. I can still do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
okay.
So you drew your sling. Did you put your... Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yep,
Your sheath
getting
is
there.
simple. And then let's look at the range on the sling really quick because I don't remember what it was.
Should be 50. But I'm, obviously willing to.
Yeah, 50 for its first
Perfect.
range increment. Which you
it is
are.
35 feet from you to
Okay.
the spider.
Perfect.
I was mapping. All right, cool. With that sling, I am going to target the spider and
You've put a bullet in the sling.
a Wunderfire. And now I can attack.
Which would be a 20 to hit, which would
20,
deal
perfect.
damage. And
Yay.
so we will roll the damage on that.
Thank you. Looks like 4.
There you go. You did 4 damage to it there. So,
Okay.
first action swap, second action attack. So you still have 1 more action.
Does loading the thing not count?
No, because if you look at the details of your sling, you see that it has a reload of 0. So if it was a reload of 1, it costs an action to reload it. If it's a reload of 0, that means as part of the same action as attacking, you reload at the same time.
Oh,
So it's just a single
that's
action.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So these are
I'm
all
jealous.
weapon trait stuff that like
Well,
it
it's
gets
also just
really
a
interesting.
shot. So
Yes. That is
Let's
true.
not get crazy here.
right. So then I can just move a little bit. Still at half speed. I'll just move.
Yep.
I have to reload it like normal until Daddy gives me a speed loader.
hmm
Smiter,
Which one do you want to go? There
We
you go.
talked about this off podcast. Dude, I never want to hear that word uttered from your mouth. We talked about this off.
Hey, an off podcast, I would like to remind you that we're adults.
I know, I'm poking fun at you guys, and I will
love it.
poke fun
I
at
love
you
it.
guys.
I love it.
Perfect. I think that is me.
Nice.
No.
It is now the spider's turn. The spider is actually, it's not even going to move. It's going to just attack Harbinger because he's right there.
After the spider, it's Beeno.
Yes.
After
Aw,
So-
here it comes.
Spider is going to take its fangs attack.
Aw, heck.
That's going to be a 14 to hit you, Harbinger.
That does not hit.
That does not.
Nice.
Very nice. So it's going to try again at the penalty. That is another 14.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. He's going to try one last time because he is a dumb
Pick him
spider.
off, Harbinger.
At the biggest penalty? No, 12. So, yep, didn't succeed at all. The spider succeeded at nothing. Beeno, it is your turn. Carmella, you are after Beeno.
Copy.
You want to know what I would like to do?
What's that?
GM God Hi. I don't know what to call you. Is this thing weak to any particular kind of magic by chance?
Ooh, roll recall knowledge for me.
Any
Ooh.
kind of magical related things that I could use to my advantage here?
Well, I can tell you by the roll that you just did, you know pretty sure that this spider, this particular breed of spider, doesn't have any particular weaknesses or resistances. However, you know that it is a dumb spider and therefore isn't very intelligent and not very strong-willed. So anything that attacks Will might be a good idea for you.
But not Will.
But not Will. Don't attack Will.
Don't attack Will.
Totally
just a
not
guy.
Will.
And so that was your first action to get that information. What would you like to do with your last two actions?
Let me read over my spells really quick because I'm seeing
For
a
sure.
first level spell that we have.
I'm gonna double check.
Okay, I actually have a
Mhm.
question.
Yes.
I'm looking at two of my spells right here, particularly Daze and Phantom Pain.
Mhm.
Both of them require will saves, but Daze requires a basic will save,
Yes.
and Phantom Pain requires just a regular will save. What is the difference?
An excellent question. So, spellcasters and many other people, if you look at your spells, you will notice some of your spells will require a basic save of some kind, and others just don't have the word basic in it. When it's a basic save, it always means the same thing, is that the different levels of success are always the same. Whereas, if you critically succeed on a basic save, you take no damage. If you succeed, you take half. If you fail, you take
Okay.
regular damage. If you critically fail, you take double damage.
Okay.
That's how every basic save works. If it doesn't say basic,
Got
that
it.
means that different things will happen depending on the success of the save.
Okay. All right.
Which, if you look
you say I
at
have-
Phantom Pain, you can see that there's different outcomes depending on what level of save they did.
And you say that will saves are something it is particularly weak to?
That is what you've gathered.
I don't know if you're lying, and that scares me. I don't like this.
Well, what are you going to do?
What are you gonna do, dude?
Beeno has been given this information. Beeno believes that will saves are what need to be targeted. What will Beeno do?
I'm gonna play it safe for right now, and I'm just gonna go with Phase Bolt again. I'm playing it safe. I have been given this information from a god, but it is not Shaylin, so I am taking it with a grain of salt, and therefore
There
Phase
you go.
Bolt.
Phase Bolt.
It is
Go
not
make-
Shaylin.
Make the attack.
I am within 30 feet, by the way. It is exactly 30 feet.
Yep, you're good.
I can cast it.
You're good.
Let's
Make
go.
the attack roll.
Phase Bolt. Work with me here. God damn it, I rolled a 13. I hate this.
Misses, unfortunately. That is all of your actions all done.
Heavens.
Carmella,
Well-
you are up. Harbinger, you are after Carmella.
Carmella is going to go ahead, pull the hammer back, and she's going to take another shot at this Spioter.
Take a shot at the Spioter.
Ooh, that is a 16 to hit.
A 16 just barely misses.
Okay, let's pull back the hammer for the next chamber.
Yep, I believe that's all your turn there. 1 reload, 1 fire, 1 reload again. So that's 3 actions.
It is.
Yep. So,
Darn.
Harbinger,
Okay.
your turn.
Get him, Harbinger.
All right,
You got this.
you spider. You shall not inflict damage upon my friends. I must attempt to destroy you.
It couldn't understand you, but
So-
was scared anyway.
Yeah, the spider thinks you're being reasonable.
So we'll do a powerful fist. I rolled a 4, which is a 10, which I'm pretty sure is a miss.
10 is a miss. That was your first action. What do you want to do now?
I would like to attempt. A flurry of blows takes 2 actions, right?
It takes 1 action for 2 attacks.
1 action to attack. So for that one, I do the +2 on the flurry of blows. So I do that one, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll start there.
Ooh.
+2. That hits.
So that's a
Go ahead.
19.
19 hits, roll damage.
So for 6.
Harbinger,
Mmm.
tell me what
Yes.
happens to this spider.
Yay!
So the first strike I miss, its slimy skin gets in the way, and then as a result of the first strike slipping, I then try to go for an uppercut into the second punch, directly under its head, and the shockwave reverberates through the whole entire body of this spider, and its legs just kind of freeze, seize, and then it just falls through the webbing.
You basically punch its face off.
Nice.
And the combat encounter is now over. For climbing down the cliff, you got 10, and for defeating the spider, you get 40. So add another 50 experience points to your sheets.
So we should have a total of 130.
That's what my math did too.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I compared my math to your math, and our math matches.
Yay! And so,
In other words,
Yeah,
our math
imagine
is
that.
mapping.
Our
Yay.
mathing.
as Harbinger, you are now standing over what appears to be the headless remains of this giant spider, and all of you are just kind of catching your breath as to what you've just experienced in this room. We're going to go ahead and take a little break, take a few minutes. Listeners, we'll be right back.
All right, see you soon.
All right, you guys have been victorious against this gigantic spider that was hiding within these webs. Some of you took a little bit of damage, I think.
Yeah.
Or no, not this fight.
Yeah.
The spider completely whiffed.
No,
Never mind.
the only damage I've taken is by catching Beeno.
That's right.
Yeah.
I fell off a cliff.
The only damage I've taken is emotional. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right.
But I do remember before the break, Will was talking about he wanted Harbinger to look around the area for any goodies, really.
Yes. And you can. Harbinger, if you'd like, roll me a seek check.
If it's alright, I'd like to join him on that.
You both can seek.
Alright.
So
going
Sabine's
down.
been tracking, and obviously we saw the road. Is there anything that she picks up on now that obviously threat of imminent danger is out of the way, or do I need to make a roll?
You can continue if you want. You can either roll if you want to, or you can continue with the check that you had made earlier. You may decide which one you would rather do.
I'll make a new roll.
Okie dokie.
Total of 13 on survival.
Very nice. Good to know. Carmella, as you're like glancing around and you're looking like over here, both you and Harbinger at roughly the same time see over here, and you notice that there seems to be a little bit of a bundle, a body perhaps, in that corner over there.
Okay. Carmella is going to look at Harbinger, nod in the
Yeah,
direction
Harbinger
of the
just moved.
Okay, alright.
Beeno's just seeing the both of them move, so she's just like, "What you guys looking at? Huh? What you guys looking at?"
You
I'm
see,
waiting for whatever it is to be done rendering.
you can see a little bundle of bones and dried skin
Ugh.
over there.
Ew.
If anybody wants to, they can make a recall knowledge on it. But there's also a little bundle of a few items as well.
I'll do a recall knowledge.
Okay, go ahead
I
and
would like
use
to
the
look at the items.
recall knowledge check.
Oh, wait, I don't. It's grayed out for me.
Yeah, that means that you're not trained, but you can still try it if you want.
You tried it.
Okay.
Okay. I will go ahead and reveal the little bundle here. There you go.
Ooh, it's on the map.
And I will put this in your stash. But in here, you find what appears to be a short sword and a healing potion.
Awesome.
So I will put this in your group stash for you.
Cute.
There is short sword and healing potion. So now you guys have 2 healing potions in there.
Heck yeah.
You guys can decide what it is that you would like to do with it.
Harbinger was doing a recall knowledge.
He did. And Harbinger, you look at this and you look at the pile of bones and stuff like that. And they're kind of in a weird configuration. They're not something that like you recognize as something. And you're like, I think this is probably like a dog is like your best guess that you got from it.
It is some sort of animal, perhaps.
Makes sense. Lots of animals probably wandering on down here. Or getting dragged anyway. You know what? I'll try a recall knowledge on the sword.
Go ahead and roll a blind crafting check for me.
Okay. The world may never know.
Okay. You examine the sword. You're noting that it is quite a really fine make. Like, it's a really nice looking sword. And as a matter of fact, you notice that in the pommel, there is inlaid into it a fairly decent sized emerald. It's a very nice looking sword. And as a matter of fact, as you look at it, the more you think it's more like it can be used as a short sword, but it's got like all these engravings and like beautiness to it. You'd probably have better luck selling it as a collector's item.
Ooh.
Engravings
pretty.
provide no tactical advantage whatsoever.
Smiter.
I'm going to
Smiter.
I'm gonna try to get the Anew out of the handle.
Okay, you're not even going to tell anybody that that's what you want to do?
Oh, yeah, well, I suppose so. Because I just picked it up, I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at the emerald, and...
Can I try to perceive what she is holding?
Yeah, I'm not hiding it. I'm not trying to be sneaky or anything about this.
Blink, blink. Whoa.
I just want to see if it'll come out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can pop it out.
Oh, cool.
That's no problem.
Bing.
You got it.
Nice.
How much do you think that's worth?
You know, I'm not quite sure. Let me
There you go.
think.
You can see the sword has now been identified in the...
Oh, cool. Finely
Stash.
crafted short sword. It's more of a collector's item. Can I ascertain the value of this emerald?
Yeah, the emerald and the sword together as one unit. The price for it is in the...
Oh, okay. So, as a package deal,
Mhm.
5 gold. Okay. It is interesting. It certainly could be used as a sword, but it looks more like an auction piece. Altogether, though, I would say this only really values at 5 gold pieces.
Only.
Beeno has just got her eyes on the gem, and you can see her, like, sort of look at Carmella, but not necessarily at Carmella's face, but more so, like, looking at her earrings.
Hmm.
Maybe we can take this emerald to a jeweler or something. Get some nice earrings for you. Maybe a necklace?
She's, like, looking at Carmella and where a nice necklace would be.
That is true. I do look good with emeralds. And she's actually gonna just toss the emerald over to Beeno. Hold on to that.
Beeno will very much hold on to that. Can you...
Now, while
Can
you do shine like a diamond as
Oh,
well,
thank you.
I do have a question about concern as it relates to the item with the weapon being a value of 5 gold. So have we ascertained that we're not going to sell the weapon at all if you keep the jewel separately?
I'll throw the emerald into my treasures, but I'm not going to have it marked as 100 gold. I gotta change the value somehow.
It's 5 gold.
Carmella
Yes.
is gonna hold up the sword and say, I'd be open to selling it if y'all are.
The emerald dude has been changed in value.
While I appreciate the thought processes, I'm still trying to figure out how to properly use this bow staff that I've been given by Master Ma. So I think its properties are more than just the normal stick that some would say it would be.
So you're going to be sticking with your bow staff then?
Well, most definitely.
Excellent. In that case, let's just think on it. I'll go ahead and stow this away, and we will continue our job and then revisit this at a later date.
Shall we restructure ourselves to go down into the next path, since apparently this way is not giving us an open door?
Yeah, You know, I do agree. Back into formation, everybody. As Carmella walks, she's going to go ahead and reload her pistol.
Okay.
Harbinger shall do like Henry Cavill and reload his fist.
Nice.
And Beeno will just... You can see her, like, fiddling with the emerald in her hands. She's, like, breathing on it, trying to shine it with her dress.
Very nice.
She's just trying to make it look shiny again, since it's a little bit tarnished in some corners.
All right, brother. We're ready whenever you are.
Okay. You may proceed down this path if that's the direction you guys want to go.
Yep, right behind him.
Yep, in margin order.
You can get to about there, Will.
Okay.
Because after the web-infested cave, the passageway leading deeper underneath the streets of Otari appears to be mostly natural, but someone, or something, has worked to open the cavern and level out the floor, making the passage easily traversed. A crude barricade made from old wooden planks and parts of a barrel blocks the entrance to the side tunnel, where the main passage continues off into the gloom. So you guys will see over here, there's a pile of barrels and sticks and stuff that kind of make a crude barricade here as you're walking by. Sabine and Carmella, both of you roll me just regular crafting checks, please.
Crafting checks.
All right.
Public rolls?
Let me know if you get a 10 or higher.
Okay. Carmella got an 18.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay, you both succeeded.
Exactly 10.
You guys both recognize that these are fish barrels. And they seem to be of similar make, and you can see similar markings to that of the Otari fishery.
Like the brand.
Yep.
Okay.
Ah.
Sabine, what do you make of this? You think it's a stronghold?
I don't know. I want to get behind it, but also, like, you know, we've used all sorts of weird stuff on the ranch to just patch whatever, and so, you know, could be just something completely innocuous as well. Waste not, whatnot, you know?
Can I attempt to force open the barricade?
You can if you would like to. Is that what everybody would like to do?
Because I want to make a roll, but I'm not sure what kind of roll would be best. I want to figure out where it is the weakest structurally.
I can say, I'm going to ask you guys. This thing looks like you can pretty easily take it apart.
Okay.
The question is, do you want to do it quietly, or do you want to just smash it down?
Interesting. Well, let's all take a vote. Go ahead.
Yeah.
But with that in mind, I would prefer finding the place where it's the weakest and taking it apart from there quietly. I do not want to smash this thing. I do not want to draw attention.
What's really funny is that after Sabine's assessment of it, Carmella was about to say, now, I'm sure that we could take this apart quietly, which is my preferred method. But some of these parts look very heavy. Harbinger, darling.
Yes.
Could you be a dear and just quietly take apart the barricade? That was going to be her suggestion, is that we take it apart quietly.
So I would roll a open door, but quietly.
If you guys want to. Now, this is a good opportunity to bring up the aid action. You guys can decide. It's going to take either a thievery or a crafting check. Feel free to discuss with each other who would you like to do it.
Okay.
Either thievery or crafting to take it apart quietly.
Sabine.
And then somebody can aid them in that.
I say definitely Sabine. My suggestion is Sabine.
I would say I'm pretty crafty.
Sabine is very
Sabine.
crafty. Carmella is trained in it as well. So
Yeah, but let's give some love to Sabine. Everybody already loves Carmella.
You guys can.
Carmella's great.
If you guys want, you guys can actually
guess.
pile into that little room a little bit more so that the rest of them can get inside if
Okay.
you want.
Okay, so Carmella
Everyone's
will
scrambling.
Carmella will suggest Sabine spearheads disassembling it quietly through crafting.
Okay.
And Carmella will help as she's crafting as well. And if Harbinger's down for it,
I would also like to help if possible.
Yeah,
I was going to say,
We only
if Harbinger's down for it, please watch our flanks while we're doing that.
Sabine, you're the main person doing this. Carmella, you are aiding. Carmella,
Yes.
make a crafting check. It can be public. That is fine.
Okay.
How
You
would
want
I
me
assist?
to make one as well?
You don't
Would I
get
also
to.
make a crafting check?
No.
That is an 11.
Only
to
one
help.
person gets the help. You do not
okay.
succeed in helping with
Damn.
this. So, Sabine, you are
Oh.
rolling it flat.
May I
Okay,
use a
gotcha.
hero point to re-roll that?
You may use a hero point if you'd like.
Thank you.
Much better. 17.
Oh, 20.
Much better. So, Sabine, when you make this check, it'll ask you if you want to add anything to it. Give yourself a +2 circumstance bonus
Yes.
to this check.
+2 circumstance.
I'm so strong. Ooh.
Okay.
Can I also reroll with the hero point?
You can re-roll with a hero point.
Oh, much better.
Nice.
Much
There
better.
we go. 16 total.
You guys feel that you can both working together confidently.
Mm.
Like at first you both grab like the wrong spot and the whole thing like shifts a little bit and you both pull your hands away
Yeah.
and then try again.
Yeah.
And you both
We are teaming up on this Jenga tower.
Yep. And
Yes,
you
I
guys
literally just doing the same thing.
working together, you guys take it down from the top. And Sabine, actually, if you want, go ahead and click on that. That's a door. You can open it now. Right there, right in front of you. There you go.
Oh,
I'll open it for you.
Ooh.
thank you.
There you go.
Ooh.
And you can see like a little bit of a blue glow coming down from that hallway there.
Sabine's gonna be like, all right, I guess this wasn't a slapdash repair with found materials. I guess they were hiding something.
I'll be darned. Well, I suppose we'll get back into formation. Harbinger, Beeno,
Let's roll
you know
into
what
the
to do.
fray.
Beeno quickly moves out of the way so
Yeah,
as
I'm
not to
gonna
get in
scoot out of the
Harbinger's way.
How far can Harbinger move, bro?
About halfway. Beyond the barricade, an old cavern corridor winds down into the earth, ending in an ancient burial vault lit by a strange torch. You see what appears to be a glowing blue stone in a sconce, and that's where that blue glow is coming from. Alcoves line the walls, each one containing a rotten coffin, while the center of the room has a raised platform holding a stone sarcophagus. And you can see that, Wilf.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I forgot to mention while we were taking all that apart,
Yes.
Carmella sheathed her pistol.
That's what you guys see. What you'd like to do.
Yeah, that probably makes sense that Sabine would have had her sheathed as well, just for fair.
Yep.
I would like to go closer to the statue and examine it.
There is no statue. There is a sarcophagus in the middle of the room.
Sarcophagus. Okay, sorry. So yes, sarcophagus.
Okay. You would like to go to the sarcophagus. What would the rest of you like to do?
We'll follow him in.
I would like to make a stealth check first.
Okay.
Mm.
Make a blind stealth check for me, please.
I'm feeling particularly getting bad vibes.
There we go. You two are currently trying to stay down and stay quiet. You may proceed in slowly, wherever it is that you guys want to go.
Beeno, takes the light off of her hair tie and stuffs it in her pocket. Her skirt has pockets, so she just stuffs it in there, and she very, very quietly moves, and
Place yourself
I'm
where you
gonna-
want to be.
she's gonna stay right here,
Okay.
a little bit behind the cover of the sarcophagus, and I want to analyze the room. What would I
Harbinger,
roll?
is that where you want to be?
For the time being, yes.
Okay. Carmella, you're there. Sabine, where do you want to be?
I'm gonna kind of assume that, since everyone's kind of sneaking in, we kind of read the room, and it's like, oh, if they're hiding, I'm also gonna hide, if that's cool to roll that.
Go ahead and
Okay.
make a hide check for me, please.
Yeah, why not? I'll do the same.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Right. Sneaky, sneaky.
Go right
I'm
on
not.
ahead.
I'm not taking any risks. Something feels off here. Something's
feeling
off. I
peer
can feel it.
pressure.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Okay. Everybody has done their checks.
And I would like to do one more just to analyze the room, get the lay of the land, both to figure out what's causing the shine and if there's any danger.
Well, I can tell you right now, you can now get a pretty good look. There's a little torch holder up there, and there seems to be just like a nice, bright, glowing blue stone just sitting inside of it. As you guys enter, surprisingly, none of you rolled higher than an 11 on your
Oh.
stealth.
Nailed it.
Nice.
And as such, as Harbinger enters, and you guys just kind of, like some rocks fall, there's a bit of a noise. You start hearing some scratching noises,
Oh.
and as the lids of these various coffins start opening up, and you see, well, it's a few different things. A few skeletal warriors pop out,
Oh no.
and
Oh no.
they seem hungry. So I'm gonna need everybody, please roll initiative. For me.
Yay.
Okay, I have a question here.
Yes.
What should we roll for initiative? Because we can roll
Yes,
different
good question.
stats.
You guys have been stealthing, so you may roll stealth for your initiative if you want.
Activating 10 paces.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Let's roll initiative stealth. Why not? Oh my gosh, that's my best roll yet. That is a 21 for me. Never mind,
So-
Carmella got a 26.
You rolled perception, brother. Did you want to stay stealth, or are you switching out of stealth?
I am switching out of stealth.
Yeah. So if you switch out of stealth, you can roll perception instead.
Okay.
So you can decide if you want to continue to stay stealthy, you can roll stealth. If you want to get into the fight and not worry about stealth anymore, then you can just roll perception instead.
So did my role keep me in stealth, or do these creatures see me now?
You are in stealth right now. Well, at least you are stealthing.
Sabine
That's
appears to not want to be stealthing.
Not
Is that
like we
correct?
rolled
Yeah.
high.
Because you
Correct.
rolled
Not like
for...
we rolled high, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So everybody has come in. We will begin the encounter. Sabine, you are the first. Carmella, you are directly behind Sabine.
A rare thing.
Mm-hmm. So, Sabine, what would you like to do as you see all of these creatures and these lids coming off of these various coffins?
Oh. Let me see. Sabine's going to take just like that half a heartbeat to kind of just count around the room. That's we are outnumbered. I mean, unless you count Surefoot. Sabine is going to move into the room, and let's see. Yeah, I'm going to take my sickle for this one here and attack with it.
Okay, he is currently off guard because he is prone at the moment. Let me assign that, because since you guys succeeded in taking that thing down quietly, these things were not expecting you, and as such, they're still getting up at the moment.
Oh, nice.
So he's prone right now. Actually, I will make sure all of them are prone, but if you want, go ahead and do your thing. Make your attack.
All right, 15 to hit.
15 does hit. You can roll damage. Okie dokie. And you're doing slashing damage for that, right? Yeah, slashing. Fun.
Stabby.
So, Sabine, as you come over this zombie that is slowly trying to stand up, and you come down with your sickle and you slice downward, you realize the sickle slides right through the zombie, like really easy. Like it's really easy to cut through for some reason. And as such, it actually seems to take more damage than you were expecting it to, as it takes some damage there.
Oh.
I believe that is all your
Noted.
actions. You moved, you pulled out your sickle, and then you attacked. So that
I
is
did.
it. Carmella, it's your turn.
All right, Carmella is going to spend one action to move to the east wall to get a better view of all of the enemies around her.
Mm-hmm.
Because of 10 paces, I was allowed to draw my weapon.
Yep.
And I am going to actually aim at this zombie right next to Harbinger.
Okay.
Try to get him away from there.
Mm-hmm. And you will
And-
notice that that particular creature looks more skeletal than it does meaty.
Interesting. Okay. In that case, maybe maybe he's more fragile. Crossing my fingers. I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at that undead.
Shoot him.
Bang!
Bang.
No!
Oh, my.
So, I rolled a natural 1. That's a critical miss. And because it's a gun, I'm assuming that this is the same from first edition, that critical failures have a chance to jam the gun, right?
No.
Okay, walk us
You
through
see,
that.
guns can still have the opportunity to misfire in this, but if you remember to maintain and clean your gun every morning, you have no risk of a misfire.
All right.
If you
yeah.
forget to clean your gun, or for some reason you cannot clean your gun, then the next day, if you had fired the gun the day previous,
Yeah,
there is a chance that it will misfire if you roll a natural 1.
copy that. Fortunately, Carmilla does a great job of maintaining her pistol.
Yeah.
So
It fires,
Yeah.
but it doesn't hit.
wild shot. Probably a little too close to Harbinger.
Yep. Little uncomfortable there.
All right. So
So
she
you fired?
moved, she fired, and she's not sure what to expect out of these creatures. Actually, I would like to do a recall knowledge on these creatures.
Which one do you want to recall knowledge on?
Let's start with the creature right next to Harbinger.
Okay. What do you want to know? As
I
you-
would like to know what damage type they're weak to between bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing.
Okay.
Here we go. Trying to remember if I've heard anything about this.
Ooh, very fun. From your extensive knowledge being around, being a drifter, gunslinger,
Stories I've heard.
yeah, you've actually heard that they are actually resistant to slashing and piercing damage.
Interesting. So, with that in mind, I'd like to finish off my turn
Mm-hmm.
by telling Harbinger, I cannot recall the names of these monsters specifically, but I've heard stories that they are resistant to being stabbed and resistant to being sliced, which means, Harbinger, you should have no problem breaking those bones.
And actually, with that, you did succeed on your check. I will let you know that's a skeleton dart.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah, fair.
They're called skeleton darts.
Skeleton
Yeah,
warriors.
their
If you-
skeleton's a skeleton.
The way that I like to do it, guys, is if you succeed on a recall knowledge, I'll just tell you what the creature is called.
Okay, cool.
So, because
Yeah.
I would like, oh, you know what this creature is.
Yep. They have no added resistances to getting their bones broken. And that is the end of my turn.
Excellent. Beeno, you are up. And after Beeno will be, well, mostly monsters for a little while.
Yeah, and then
Hmm. Okay.
I was.
Dang.
I'm glad I did that because I was stuck between either I recall knowledge or I draw my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I was actually able to give out some information for our biggest bone breaker.
Mm-hmm.
Hit him with an F5.
That ought to do it.
You know what? I think I have enough movement speed for. Let me just move over here. Let me check if I'm still in range. Yes, I am perfectly in range.
Perfect.
I would like to use Phantom. Nope, no, I don't want to use Phantom Pain right now. Let's give a good old shot at biting words. You know, let's give a good old shot at biting words.
Who are you biting?
I'm not biting anyone, first of all. Biting words on this little freak right here that Sabine's right next to. Pulls down glasses comically, puts them back up, puts on another set of glasses. Yep, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I don't like looking at it.
Okie dokie. Go ahead and roll the attack.
Let's see if it lands, first of all.
Yep. Biting words. 15 hits. Go on.
Beeno will immediately cup her hand over her mouth and very loudly, in common, just go, "You look like you just lost a bar fight with someone thrice your senior. And they're a dwarf!
Oh, hey, roll damage.
And they're a dwarf!"
He would never
And I will roll
emotionally
damage.
recover from that.
Never.
No, the dwarf is so short and so old, and he still beat you in a fight.
Got him.
Got him.
You
Hee
did.
hee hee. 8
8
damage.
points of sonic damage. And as we all know, words have power.
Yes.
And as your powerful
Yes.
words strike out, you see as it strikes the zombie and like this sonic wave like ripples through it as it seems to have taken some damage from that hit. There we go.
He's not
It's-
having a grand old time.
He looks like he's starting to fall apart.
Oh, really? That's
Yep.
good.
So that's 2 actions, so I believe that's it for you.
So that's good.
That's good.
That's good to know.
That's good to know. This skeleton here, this one right here,
This one right here?
this one right here is
One
going
here.
to stand up,
Ugh.
and then it is going to, yeah, it'll just stay right there. It's a dumb skeleton. It's just gonna claw at Harbinger twice, and then first attacking with its claw. That is going to be a 20 to hit.
Ooh.
That definitely hit.
Ouch.
It's gonna go ahead and roll damage as it claws into you, slicing you open a little bit, dealing 4 points of damage.
I'm not a fan of this.
The second attack, it's gonna just claw at you again,
Do it again.
Do it again.
and that is going to be a 15.
That does not hit.
It does not hit. That is it for that skeleton. This skeleton over here is going to spend an action to stand up. Yep. It's going to spend an action to grab its scimitar that it has with it,
Oh, damn.
and then it's going to spend the rest of its action to move over here, and that'll be it for that one. This Zombo is going to stand up, and then he is going to just try to punch Sabine right here in front of him. Here comes a fist attack.
Hands up, Sabine.
13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Nice.
Hit. Very nice. And the zombie is permanently slowed, which means it only has 2 actions per turn instead of 3. So that is the end of the zombie's turn. Harbinger, you're up.
Do it, dude.
All right.
Break him in
I will
half.
do Fury of Blows
Whoa, okay, Jesus.
to this guy first.
Okay.
So
Make your flurry of blows.
We'll start with this.
Oh,
rolled a
natural
20.
20.
Roll the critical
Total.
damage on there for me, please.
12 total damage.
Baby.
Harbinger, why don't you tell me what happens to that guy that you just
Oh,
punched?
baby.
You scratched me with your claws. I'm sorry to state it this way, but you must die.
Again.
So he kind of backhands into the corner and just like the middle area, to where his waist would be if he had a body, and then basically he just falls apart.
Yep.
Nice.
Boom. And a silly pile of bones. That was your first attack for your flurry of blows. You still have a second attack in your flurry of blows.
Oh, yeah, there's that other one right next to you.
This guy.
He was going to try and flank you, but just never mind.
16.
16 does hit. Go ahead and roll
So
damage.
do the damage.
Yep.
Okay. Hit it for 4.
4 points of damage. These guys don't have a whole lot of health. Will, why don't you tell me what happens to this skeleton?
So after backhanding the first one into the corner and it falling apart, I just immediately come around on the other side, kind of in a fit of anger because of the fact that first Zombo skull man slashed me, cut me. So I just hit his head, and his head just kind of ricocheted and bounced into this corner over here, and then the rest of his body just kind of went limp and fell.
Yep. Boom. You are just kicking skeletons apart. This is a good time to tell you guys about how resistances and weaknesses work
Yes.
in this. More often than not, if something has a resistance to something, that resistance is preceded by with a number. In the case of like these skeletons, they have resistance 5 to slashing and piercing that you've already discovered.
Mhm.
What that means is like that number, that's how much the damage is reduced by.
Mhm.
So if you hit them with a slashing or piercing weapon, that damage would be reduced by 5. Meaning that if you don't deal at least 5 damage in that hit, it takes no damage at all. The same works with weaknesses, except the opposite direction. Even if you just do 1 point of damage, they still take that weakness damage. And this whole fight is supposed to teach you about resistances. Thankfully, Smiter immediately rolled a successful recall knowledge to be all like, hey, don't slash them, don't pierce them, because otherwise this fight would be a lot harder. But Harbinger, that was just your first action to kill those 2 skeletons. What else do you want to do, man?
I think I shall switch now, since I'm not in a stance at the moment. Switch to gorilla stance.
Go ahead and switch into Gorilla Stance.
And honestly, I have a couple of potions on my person.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to take a potion, to be honest. As much as I'm like wanting to go hit somebody, I kind of need to do some healing.
You need to spend an interact action to pull out your potion.
Oh, so then I wouldn't be able to do that this turn then, because I only have the 1 action left.
Yep. If you've spent an action to do Flurry
I
of
spent an
Blows,
action.
you spent an action to go into Gorilla Stance.
Switching gorilla stance.
And then you will spend an
Okay.
action to just pull out the potion, which means that will
Okay,
be
so
all
I
3
can't-
of your actions.
All 3 of my actions. Okay, that's fine. So my potion is my potion, rather, is in my hand.
Yes.
So then I'll use it hopefully next turn.
Okay.
All right.
And now we go over to this one over here. This skeleton is going to stand up. It is going to pick up its scimitar, and then it's going to move over here, and that's it for that one. This skeleton will stand up. And this is good because you guys are using up its actions to stand and then grab its stuff and then move. So I want you guys to remember everything that you might find like annoying when it comes to the system, like, oh, I have to spend an action to do this. I have to spend an action to do this. I have to spend an action to do this. Remember, you can make your enemies do that too. So if you disarm them, they have to spend an action to pick it up. If you trip them, they spend an action to stand back up. If you shove them, they spend an action to get back to you again. So keep these things in mind because they are very powerful allies for you. So he stood up, and then he's going to move over here, and then he doesn't have his weapon with him, so he is just going to make a regular claw attack at Harbinger here. Here we go. That is an 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. That is it for that one. Sabine, you are up. Carmella, you are after Sabine.
Copy.
All right. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on because like that worked really well last time. So I'm just gonna take my sickle and I'm going to strike that same one in front of me again.
Excellent. Strike him.
Total of 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay, rolling damage. 4.
4 points of damage. Sabine, tell me what happens to this zombie in front of you.
So with the first attack, Sabine noticed that went like really through, right? So she's like, all right, I'm gonna aim for kind of separating these like I would, maybe separate an animal carcass. So she's gonna take her sickle and just between a couple vertebrae right at the back of like going from the front back of the neck, just pop that noggin right on off with that sickle. Just
Yep. It's so easy. It's not even hard. And it just thunk, flies right off and the head bounces around and lands somewhere near Beeno's feet.
heads up.
Heads up. Ha ha ha. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Oh boy, here comes the random musical numbers.
You guys have been doing kind of awesome lately, so first things first, what I'm going to do before we move on to Oh, wait. Sorry, that was just your first thing, Sabine.
Yeah.
So before you go on to your next two actions, for Harbinger, your flurry of blows killing 2 of them at once, I'm giving you a hero point for that.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Smiter, your quick knowledge check and succeeding really well and turning the tides of this battle, hero point for you.
Thank you.
Sabine, completely accidentally just wiping this thing basically by yourself, 1 hero point for you.
Yeah.
Sheer dumb luck.
But what about Surefoot?
Surefoot hasn't done anything.
Oh.
Surefoot's just like, hey, you put me in a spooky cave that smells like fish? I don't like that. No, you know what Surefoot did? Surefoot scaled that cliff like the goat.
Yeah.
Like
it wasn't even hard.
It wasn't even hard.
You have 2 more actions. What would you like to do, Sabine?
Goodness. I don't know, because Sabine, not that we don't like it when something's easy, but that one was a different type than the other ones. So I don't know what I got that can
have the goat come in and ram something.
That's true, I could do that.
You were just complaining about Surefoot not doing anything. Bring Surefoot in. I'm pretty sure Surefoot running into a skeleton's shins counts as bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. You know what? Can we
ram it into the shins of the skeleton?
So, if you want, you can spend an action to command an animal, and then that gives Surefoot 2 actions that you can play around with.
I'm going to use an action to command Surefoot, and
so he has 2 actions now.
Perfect. So his first, he's going to move.
Yes, and let me double check here. But his speed is 35.
35, yeah.
Jeez. He's
and
a goat.
I'm going to have him.
If you wanted to,
yes,
you could put him right here, and he'll get flanking with me.
Mm-hmm.
Put it. Sir, can you show me where you?
If you go
right
here,
down. Okay.
he'll be flanking.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
No.
Or not, but that's okay. Nat 1.
Wait. You do have a hero point.
If you want to use it, you could use a hero point.
Surefoot himself has a hero point. Is that accurate?
No, it's just you.
Oh, it's me. That's
just because
okay.
I have to use a PC's character sheet for Surefoot in order for this to work.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, then yeah, I'll use the hero point.
Yeah, go ahead and re-roll spending your
hero.
Crossing my fingers. Come on, baby. Oh, that's much better.
That is significant.
All right, total of 23.
23 definitely hits. Roll damage on this guy.
Legend.
Total of 7.
Nice.
Let me tell you the legend of Surefoot. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. Why don't you just tell me what it looks like as Surefoot eviscerates the skeleton?
Awesome.
So you hear Sabine just be like, "Get him, Surefoot!" And out from the hallway, because he hasn't even been in the room, you just see this blur of a goat and his hair hangs on the ground, and then kind of almost like the comical like bowling ball sound as the skeleton just kind of shatters across the sanctum here.
Yep.
Yay!
And he really he bowls him over. He falls apart in pieces. It's incredible.
You don't see anything. You just hear the clip clop of his hooves.
Mm-hmm. Sabine, that was your second action to command Surefoot to do that.
Yeah.
You have one more action.
Hey, wow. Shoot.
All of a sudden, you have so many options.
All of a sudden, I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm going to use my last action to swap my weapon. So I'm going to sheath my sickle and draw my sling.
Okay.
And that will be
Sounds good. We'll do that for you. Carmella, you are up. And then Beeno, you're after Carmella. Think about what you want to do.
First of all,
Heck
Carmella
yeah.
is. First of all, Carmella is going to say, "Great job, Surefoot."
Bah.
Surefoot gives us a pleasant little prop.
Surefoot's all like, "Whatever. I don't even think about it." Carmella is actually rather restricted in her damage types, so she's just going to try to make do with what she has. Let's start by, just in case, she's already got her pistol in her right hand, so in her left hand she's going to draw her rapier.
Okay.
And then she's going to spend an action to chamber another round.
Okay.
And then she's going to try to help out Harbinger and shoot this other skelly.
Okie dokie. Shoot the skelly.
Shooting the skelly. That is
yeah.
20 to hit.
20 will hit. Roll
Let's
damage.
roll damage.
Let's roll damage.
That is 7 points of damage.
And that is piercing damage that you get from that.
That's right.
So, as you fire out, you get a good shot, and you fire where normally a heart would be, but it just cracks some of the ribs as it flies through, dealing a bit of damage, but not as much as you would have liked to have seen.
Damn.
Oh, never mind. What the heck? It's supposed to take less than that.
Undo.
Undoing.
LOLJK.
Hello, JK. But you did do like a ton of damage to him. It did hurt though, but it's not fully destroyed yet. So I believe that's it.
Yep, that's it for my turn.
Swap. Beeno, you are up. And then Harbinger, you will be after
Alrighty.
His butt.
Let me target this little guy over here. Little
This
guy, and
little
he's
guy.
like taller than I am. Little guy, and he's a dead man taller than I am.
Right.
You know what? Let's do something a little bit different. I don't want to use any more of my spell slots, so let's daze this boyo.
Okay.
Let's daze him.
Do the days.
Daze him. DC 16 basic will save.
Nice.
Can he do it?
What does it look like when you cast daze?
It's almost just like a snap of her fingers. Like she outreaches her arm. It's a snap of her fingers with the end of her pointer finger facing towards the skeleton. And in almost comical fashion, there's like a ring of stars around the skeleton. Like when your shield breaks in Smash Bros. It's almost comical like that.
Nice.
More just stars.
And as you cast it outwards, you see as your magical aura smacks this thing in the face and then just kind of dissipates off of the skeleton and does not seem to be affected by your spell.
How dare.
Aw, biscuits. Can I use recall knowledge on this thing?
You sure can. What would you like to
I
know?
would like to recall what the hell just happened
Sure.
and what else does not affect it.
Yeah,
What
go
does
ahead.
not affect this thing?
Go ahead and recall knowledge on that.
This is some bull.
Okay. From that roll, you realize that they're mindless, and your spell has the mental trait, which means that they can only affect creatures that have minds, or that do not have the mindless trait. And as such, your daze spell is a mental spell, does not affect this creature that has no mind.
Oh my goodness. Carmella's gonna say, they're too stupid to be affected.
That is the conclusion.
Peter's just
you
gonna
can make.
loudly. No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like she plants her hands on her hips and just sort of turns away from Carmella, trying not to snicker. She finds it funny, but she's also a little upset because she swore that would have worked.
What else would you like to do?
That was my last action. Daze takes 2 actions. Recall knowledge is 1 action. I'm out
That's
of
right.
turns.
You're right. You're gone.
Nice.
Good job. Thank you. Harbinger,
Yippee!
you are up.
So, since I have a potion in my hand from last turn, I'm going to go ahead and take it.
Okay. Take your potion.
So,
It's
take a
1d8.
potion and
I believe.
1d8.
A full
Audio
8.
fucking-
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Okay, that was your first
Alright.
action. What's next?
Hit him in the face.
Hit him in the face. Make an attack. But you missed.
Okay.
Your second action, you missed. What are you going to do now?
We'll try one more at the penalty.
Okay. Thankfully, your gorilla fists have the backswing trait, which means that it'll automatically add a +1 to the swing, but
It doesn't matter because neither one of them hit him.
Yep. It was a 7. That's going to miss. That is it for you, Harbinger.
Mhm.
Next, it is the skeleton, and it is going to just claw a bunch of times at Harbinger. It's a dumb thing, so that's all I can do. First attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
That does it.
Roll some damage on that, as it is going to deal a whole 3 damage to you. There you go. You can apply that. The next attack is going to be a 19 again to hit. So we're going to go ahead and roll damage again.
It does hit.
That time it's going to be 6 damage. And then last attack.
Glad I healed.
Yeah, good thing you healed. The last attack is a 0.
Nice.
There we go. That is it for the Skelebones. Sabine, you are up. Carmella, you are after.
All right, well, I'm glad I switched my weapon. I am going to target this guy and hit him.
Hit him.
Well, I attempt to hit him with my sling.
Sling. You may have to reload first.
I do have to reload.
There you
It told actually, I love Foundry for those little things. It's like, you need to do this. I'm like, yes, I do. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Ah,
Oops.
shoot.
You loaded it. You put it away. You're pulling it back
JK. I'm trying. That's probably gonna mess up with my. Here I am trying to be all cool. Nobody look.
up. No, but turn around.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. Give me a second, okay?
Okay. There we go. Fire.
Thinking about it.
Ooh.
Oh. 24 total to hit.
24 does in fact hit. Go ahead and roll damage on
Yes.
that.
6.
6 out of that. And that's bludgeoning.
Ooh.
Sabine, tell me what happens to the Skelebones.
Nice.
Right. Whew. So obviously Harbinger's kind of there in front, but Sabine's little, so she's gonna kind of just like lean to the side, fumble her sling a little bit, and then make a really, really cool shot where she's just gonna go. So Harbinger, you just kind of hear this like little tiny sling just go right past and just go right into the skull of that guy, and then it just goes right like at eye level, just like eviscerated.
Just doom. Done.
Nice.
And it is dead. You guys have defeated this encounter.
Yeah, we did it!
Did it!
Yay!
Heck yeah!
So, for successfully taking apart that barrier and coming in here and defeating all of the monsters in here, you guys get 110 experience points.
Whoa.
Oh my god, wow.
Yeah, you guys just got 110 more experience points.
Okay,
right
so
now.
that should put us
yeah.
at 240.
240, yes.
Yeah.
And you guys
Nice work.
Nice.
now here in this quiet little room.
All right.
Yay.
Some of you are a little bit hurt.
I think that
Beeno's
was
just got
enough
scraped knees.
Ow, my knees.
Yeah, she's just got like scraped knees. Her dress is a little stained, but right now, Beeno is very, very, very interested in whatever this sparkly, shiny, glowy blue gemstone is. You can see her like look to Carmella, who's across from her, like as they're both sort of leaning over this tombstone or like coffin or sarcophagus or technically, if this is rock, this would be a sepulcher, but whatever you would call it.
It just says
Do you think we can
sarcophagus
get this
in
off
the
the
book.
wall? Ah, fair. Think we can get this off the wall?
I reckon there's only
Just
one way to
try
find
it.
out. I'm not going to be the disappointed mother right now.
Hmm.
So,
Oh, I thought there was a way to take gorilla stance off.
I did.
Carmella's actually going to walk over to Harbinger and, goodness, Harbinger, you were spinning around in all directions, flying out your fists and your feet. Are you all right?
I wish I could say that I were, but I did get scratched a few times. I am not feeling well.
Sabine, darling,
Yeah. We got 10 minutes?
I reckon we do.
I'm gonna hop on over to Harbinger.
In the
I
event
greatly
that it
appreciate
does
your aid.
In the event that it does not work, Sabine, we'll simply use one of our potions.
Sabine's gonna kind of embarrassingly, like, to herself, be like, it's one time.
One time.
One time. I will say, before we forget, Beeno, if you look into the party thing, if you want that little crystal,
Yes.
it is currently in the party stash. It is as the unusual object.
It was 2 times.
Yoink.
2 times. Darn.
I will take that.
Sabine's gonna.
Thank
like,
you.
A
And
potion.
I would like to
be-
hold it in my hand, actually. Can I hold this thing? I would like to hold it.
You can. Give me a second. So that was for Harbinger.
Yeet.
Beeno, if you want.
Holds gently.
If you want, click on... Can you see what those checks are asking for?
Yes.
Choose whichever one you want to identify this item.
Ooh, I am trained in occultism, so let's do that. I have the highest bonus in occultism, so let's go with that.
Roll occultism.
And a blind GM roll, let's go.
Okay.
Do I have any idea what this is? As I hold it gently in my hands.
It's hard to tell. You feel like there's a decent possibility that this is like some sort of like mood ring, but it's a stone. So like it's glowing blue, so you think that must mean you're happy or something. And so
Frog blink.
I'll turn that off because you took it off the wall, and then if you want, yes, you can hold it in your hand.
Hold it gently in my hands. Heck yeah.
Sabine, you just did that for Harbinger. What else do you guys want to do?
Can I take a look in any of the coffins, see if
You
there's
can.
anything? I'm gonna move down to the one where I slashed up that meaty boy.
You look inside, and all you see is like a really, really old sword, like a scimitar.
It's just old and kind of janky, like
Yeah, it's
Or
old and
old,
messed up.
okay.
And actually,
not in like it. Huh?
I think actually this would probably be a good time. After you guys have fought and you guys have battled, you've gotten through this far, I think now would be a good time to end today's session.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll look at the goodies.
Yep, you guys will be able to look around a little bit more. Let's not forget. We'll go ahead and thank the people that are listening. Thank you, listeners.
Thank you.
We're starting the beginner box, so we're still learning. If there was any mistakes that you caught, apologies. We'll try our best to do better in the future. If you yourself want to try the beginner box and don't want to get spoiled on this, if you like what you've heard so far, be sure to go over to paizo.com and order yourself one. We're using the Foundry module that they have for it, and it's awesome. It's really, really good, and it has everything all automated. Excellent stuff. So if that's what you're interested in, I'd suggest go and check it out yourself, because it's awesome. Get some friends. But we're going to continue again next time. Thank you, all of the players. Thank you, Katherine. Thank you, Beeno. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Smiter. I hope everybody has a great time, and we will see you all for the next adventure.